Hi, Paul. Yep, I have the earrings back again. Hi, Happy Life, and hi, Serenity Story. It's so good to see you all here. How are you today? Just typing in the poll question. Thank you, Serenity Story. Happy Wednesday to all of you. XYZ Xanth, hello. Serenity Story, I'm doing well. We're not having like freezing cold temperatures here anymore, so that's really nice. I mean, it's still freezing technically, but we were in the minus double digits for this past weekend, and it was like bitter cold. And now we're, I don't know, like maybe in the single digit positives now, which is an improvement. I mean, it's still cold, but can't complain. All right, almost done with a trivia question. Alrighty. Okay, just gonna check for spelling. Guess which author I would most love to have dinner with, and I think I got it all in there. Stephen King, J.K. Rowling. Okay. Boom. There you go. Your trivia question awaits. See if you can get it correct. I'm just gonna get this in here. Okay. Shoot. I hope I'm not muted. Let's see. Yabba Dabba Doo is here. Oh, it's minus 10 for you. Hi, B. I like your videos. Thank you so much, Serious Killer X. I appreciate it. Santra Sebastian, hello. So for those of you wondering, I'm going to be starting off tonight making some polenta, which is basically just, sorry, I think I put it in, my phone is giving me some weird notifications. I think I hit a button on the side. Trying not to kill the live stream here. Hopefully it doesn't get affected. So I'm starting off with some polenta, which is basically corn porridge. Like, you can kind of see what it looks like. It's cornmeal flour, and it's very simple to make. So I'm gonna make some of this polenta, and then I'm planning to make some peanut butter oatmeal cookies that are both vegan and gluten-free. That's what's on the menu tonight. Thank you, B. Yes, I do still have my hair down. I styled it down over this weekend, and it usually lasts a few days. Like, it looks decently tidy. Part of me is like, I want to have it up in a bun because it protects my hair. Because every time it's touching something or scraping against like a type of fabric, it's prone to breakage, and my hair is naturally very dry and brittle. So I'll probably put it up in a bun tomorrow, I'm thinking. Hi, Jeremy Gary. You're new. Well, welcome. It's always fun to have new people in here. Can we check your outfit, please? Says Q2 Lo-Fi. It's so funny. I'm not a shopper. I never shop. I don't really enjoy shopping. So I buy and hold my clothes forever until they are literally like falling apart. So this black simple t-shirt I got from H&M, I have no clue what year, but I'm gonna say it was probably 6-7 years ago at least, if not more. This is just a simple black t-shirt, H&M. I would guess it cost me like $10. I'm wearing some black pants, and these are from Athleta, and I would guess these pants cost me like $50. Athleta is a little bit more expensive than definitely more expensive than H&M, but that's basically it. And then I've got some wool socks on because I was outside earlier tonight and it is pretty cold here. We're sticking to the gorgeous earring. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw them in, and I know people like them. So yes, the earrings are back. Doing good, Santra. Sebastian, can you make a handsome Squidward portrait of me? I don't really do portrait requests, so I'm gonna say no. Peanut butter and oatmeal cookies I have to watch. Yeah, I'm very excited to make them. They are very tasty. This is a new recipe though, so we'll see how it goes. All right. Hi, Rohan's Reads and Gaming. Hi, Gillespie. And Red Hunter, welcome back, all of you. Shout out my name. I just said your name, Rohan. All right, so I'm gonna make the polenta first. Here's the corn polenta, and then I've got my saucepan already. I think I'm gonna just give it a quick wipe down with a paper towel. We've got Geronimo in Chicago. Amazing. How are you doing in Chicago? I was last in Chicago in September, I think it was September of 2023, so a year and a half ago now, just about. It's snowing. Okay, I'm jealous of you. We only had a little flurry today, and I'm seeing this coverage. I've got the news on my TV, and I'm seeing all of these, like Florida, South Carolina, I think Texas, with snow. And I'm like, what world is this where Florida and Texas, based on the news coverage I'm getting, they've got more snow on the ground than we have up here in Minneapolis. It's infuriating. I feel like the more I complain about it, just the more this keeps going on where we're not getting a lot of snow up here. Hi Jesse, how are you? Hi Mickey Slays and Westy 3233, below 24, minus 27. Whew. Fireplace, knit fliz and whiskey. Snowing in Texas. Yes. I was just minutes ago, sitting on my couch watching the news just to see what's going on. And these video clips I'm seeing of the South, I'm like, what is this? This is insane. I've been wishing for the snow because I love winter up here in Minnesota, but we just have gotten barely any snow up here, just a little dusting. It's pretty mediocre. And now they showed this clip of I think it was a Florida woman, and she was in her bikini, and they filmed a clip of her doing a dive into the snow, and she just lands in the snow, and you can tell that it's this deep wherever she jumped. And I'm like, you guys in Florida have at least twice as much snow as we do based on how thick the snow was. It's crazy. So it's minus 17 in Chicago. Ouch. That's brutal. Snow is amazing, Vice Hella. I love snow so much. Hi, Brayden. Back to the Future. Hello, I'm doing well. Happy Wednesday. I feel like this week has felt a bit faster than usual because Monday was a holiday. I had Martin Luther King Jr. Day off, and so yesterday was my first work day of the week, but it was Tuesday. Sandra Sebastian, I've been watching you for a while now, and you are just the ball of sunshine. You are so joyous to watch and interact with. You bloomed into a beautiful flower. Thank you, Sandra. That's very sweet of you to say. Jesse says, I haven't seen snow since I lived in West Virginia in New York over 5 years ago. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I love snow. I think it's really fun. But of course, I mean, the thing is, in the South, it's just you guys don't have as much infrastructure built for the snow. So I am worried about accidents, slipping, fatalities just because of the disruption from the snow. It made my day. Glad to hear it, Mickey. Glad to see you here. I already shouted you out, Brayden. Snowing in New Orleans too. Yes, that was on my rolling clip of news coverage that I saw, and I was just like quietly so pissed. Like, just to myself, I was like, you're telling me that the people of Texas and Louisiana and Florida and other states are getting all this snow and we're sitting up here. Mind you, we're still freezing our butts off up here because it's been just like Arctic temperatures, but just no snow. And I'm like, can we just get some snow already? Come on. So infuriating. Hi, Dylan Thomas O'Boyle. Welcome back. Wait, people still watch the news. I'm watching it on my streaming app. So I killed off cable many years ago because this was when I was like 26, 27, and I was like, who the F watches cable news? But I kind of like, I don't really, the thing is I don't like being totally out of the loop. So I turned on one of my streaming apps that has like a 24/7 news updates, just talking about like the new wildfire that's breaking out in Los Angeles County and the snowstorms, and there was like a ski accident thing in Turkey. So I just, every now and then I like to throw on the news, and just this week particularly because President Trump was sworn in 2 days ago, he has been like working around the clock to just implement tons of like changes. So there's been a ton of news coverage just for all of these like laws and policies that he's implementing. So I felt like I was getting a little behind on the news, but maybe it is an old person thing to watch the news. I have family in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Love that. St. Cloud is great. Geronimo. Yes, White in Texas. Yabba dabba doo. Just like seeing the aerial helicopter footage of the parts of Texas that have all that snow, I was like, this is crazy. And Florida too. Unbelievable images. Thank you, Grippy. I appreciate it. Petrol, hello. -32 in Nebraska. Texas people have no clue what to do when they see snow. Everything just shuts down. Yes, that is what I've heard from friends of mine who live in the South. Jesse, sorry to hear that, Emma. Hi, Bill Cook. Hi, Barry. Hi, Muna Lifestyle. Welcome back. Kesha Gray, I love you. Hi, McLovin. Wally Pizza. I'm asking. Ooh, oh my gosh. But if she says yes, you don't know what to do. I mean, Wally Pizza, you've got like 3 weeks to plan what to do if your coworker says yes. So I would just say, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know your coworker, so I don't know if you probably have a better idea than I do about what your coworker, like the hobbies she likes or the shows she likes or the drinks she likes if she comes to work with a coffee thing. Like, I got no context here other than the fact that she's your coworker, but I'm excited that you have this plan, Wally. So I say shoot your shot, but also use the next 3 weeks that you have before Valentine's Day to like just come up with some ideas of what to suggest if she says yes. That's what I would recommend. All right. Bunch of people died last time this happened. I didn't even lose power this time. I think the majority of people kept power. Okay, that's good. It's just because I've always lived in states or countries that have like a pretty intense winter. So it's just like the winter temps and the snow have never been a disruption, but I get it, like in the South, because it's not all that common that when it does roll around, it's just gonna be chaos for you guys. Hi, Rhiannon. I love Harry Potter. Yes, I'm a huge Potter fan. Do you cook Connecticut supper? I don't know what that is. Hi, El Rulo in Odessa, Texas. Hey, El Rulo, do you have snow in Odessa, Texas? Because I'm seeing some crazy images of Texas with snow right now. Wild times. In Chicago, we have the wind is like a giant natural AC. I believe it. Hi, Aishwarya Races. And Tommy T-Bone Davis, hello. I killed my cable too. I recommend Superbox. I don't know what Superbox is, Geronimo. Hi, Asuma. Christine, I'm freezing in Florida. A lot of houses don't have heat. Oh no, I didn't even think about that. Shoot, that's not good. I'm sorry, Christine. Hi, Claudio. Thank you, Aishwarya. I love these earrings too. They're just gonna be a mainstay from now on. Hi, Timothy Peters. Hi, Dave Mesfin. Gillespie is saying, hello, YouTube world. Do you like art? I love art. Yes, I love a good art museum. Hi, Kristen Sargent. Can you drive, Hannah? I have a theory test tomorrow. Oh, no. Yes, I do have my driver's license, Dylan Thomas O'Boyle, and I would say I'm a good driver. I really, really love driving. I've driven a stick shift, pretty limited experience though with stick shifts. I would say Americans typically don't have manual transmission cars with the clutch, but I have driven manual transmission cars. Most of the time though, it's been automatics, and then I do have experience driving an EV. I had to drive one for work. But yeah, I feel like I've driven a range of vehicles, like small sedan vehicles, a minivan, mid-size. Yeah, but I like driving, and I've driven like urban, like cities, and I've also driven country, like very, very rural country where you can basically go as fast as you want, but you have to look out for wildlife too. So I think driving is very fun. I've got my fingers crossed for you. Dylan Thomas O'Boyle, you're saying you have a theory test tomorrow. So is it just like you're getting tested on like road signs and right of way and like street markings? Because that's kind of what I remember of my testing for driving. Hi, Chris Heatherly. What's a weird interest of yours that's uncommon but you love? Ooh, I love this question. A weird interest of mine. A weird interest that's uncommon. I don't know if it would be weird. Maybe just like zombie stuff. Like, I don't know, I don't know if it's an interest, but I don't know. I'm always like looking for a good zombie movie to watch because I just think the genre is entertaining and fascinating. I think it's also kind of the like disease, like studying diseases and like looking to see what each movie genre or movie or show decides to have as their like for example, to get into a little more detail, Aishwarya with like the whole zombie thing. So like The Last of Us, the video game series and the TV show is based on a fungus called the cordyceps fungus, which is a real, like people drink it and eat it all the time. So this fungus ends up like being it can survive in humans and then it infects humans. So that's like one type, and then like the people become like these mushroom people. And then you have like 28 Days Later, which I think is a bit more plausible, where scientists in some lab, I think in like Oxford or Cambridge in the UK, they are studying the rabies virus, which is like a very horrible, fatal virus that attacks your brain. And I'm like, well, yeah, if you've ever seen a rabid animal, they're biting, they're chasing you, they're foaming at the mouth, they're acting crazy. And so the premise of 28 Days Later is like this, I don't know if they were trying to cure rabies or do something, but they basically take the rabies virus and then are doing these experiments, and then it goes horribly wrong. And then you have the rage virus that like destroys civilization in the 28 Days Later franchise. So I just think that like under kind of like what I love most about the zombie genre is like what was the outbreak, like what was the original virus or fungus or parasite or whatever it was that like transformed people into these like zombie creatures. So that's probably a weird one that might not be as common. All right, Mike is here. Hi, Mike Ferguson. Oh, we got a lot of spamming. Goodness gracious, thank you so much, Back to the Future. Wow, how do you even spam that many messages at once? I'll never know because I'm not a troll, guys. Okay, so I was seeing Mike Ferguson. Tommy T-Bone Davis is from Indiana, and I have no water, all frozen. Oh no, shoot. I'm guessing you're talking about like running water in your home. If so, I hope you're able to like get to a gas station or a grocery store or a wholesaler like Costco and get like bottled water to clean and drink, you know, I don't know. That sounds very stressful. Sarah Northrup, I don't have a dog. I would love to have maybe like 2 or 3 dogs at some point. I don't have the bandwidth to be a good, responsible, like very hands-on dog owner at this point in my life. I'm just way too busy, but I do love dogs. Hi, AC Slater. El Rulo says we had some bad weather in Odessa, Texas. Dylan Thomas Boyle failed twice already, so third time is the charm. Manual is most people in Ireland. I'm just gonna say this, like manual transmission cars are a nightmare. I think they are so hard. You've got a third pedal that you have to worry about, whereas automatic, you just have the gas and the brake. My dad loved driving manual transmission cars, and my parents had me learn how to drive one in case I ever got stuck somewhere, and I only had manual transmission as an option to like get out. But I just remember driving my dad's old car, and I was like, this is horrible. Like I am having like a heart attack just driving down this like neighborhood street because I killed the engine so many times. The clutch was very, very difficult to ease off of. And like when you have to stop like on a hill, if you accidentally like kill the engine or, you know, don't ease off the clutch, then you can start rolling backward and then hit the car that's behind you. I was like, why does anyone want to deal with this when we have automatic cars where you don't have to worry about shifting gears? So I would have failed. I don't know if I ever would pass a driver's test in a country where it's mostly manual cars, because I never mastered driving a manual transmission car. Have you seen the movie Big Eyes? I don't think I have. Tommy T-Bone Davis. My power bill doubled this month. Yikes. Hi Aubrey. All right, then we've got all these deleted comments. Goodness gracious. Yeah, Tommy T-Bone Davis was saying calm down. Like, what is going on here? I'm just gonna make sure that these users are like permanently blocked. Okay, so CrunchyBot is out for good. Whoever this person is, whatever. They're child adults. That's kind of how I think of them. Okay, Dylan Thomas of Oil, I'm at your comment now about driving. In Ireland, we have to pass a theory test and then get 12 lessons. Holy moly. Yeah, in America, like, we are not that strict. It's basically just, like, get your permit. I remember having to take an exam when I was, like, 14 years old, just starting high school. No, it would have been 15, because I think you get your permit at 15 or 16. This was too long ago to remember. So you had to take, like, a knowledge test, and then you had to do, lessons with a driver for your permit, I think. But then, like, oh my god, getting my license, it was like, it was just a quick, like, you get to the examination station, and you have to be, the tester is like, all right, how do you use your blinkers? How do you use your windshield wipers? How do you roll down the window? How do you turn on your hazard lights? It's like, do you know this vehicle that you're taking your test in? And then I just drove on a closed course. It probably took me 10 minutes. Had to do parallel parking, 90-degree back. What else? Merging into different lanes, using traffic signals, right of way, but it was it was a piece of cake. I think you guys are a lot, it's a lot harder to get your license. I feel like the same is true in Germany. I remember having a German teacher tell me all the steps you had to go through in Germany to get your license, and I was just like, it is not this hard to get a license in the United States, at least in the states where I've lived. Tommy T-Bone says, I love your train of thought. Thank you. Hi, Ernest. Welcome back. Good to see you at the premiere today. For those of you who don't know, I posted a skincare, like, unboxing video today just as something new. It wasn't food related, but I was like, you know what? I have the new box right here. I was running low on supplies and I was like, I'm gonna film this. I'll just unbox it and show people the skincare products that I like to use at nighttime. Hi, Milo Giuseppe. Hi, James Brace. What about the old school Return of the Living Dead? The old school zombie stuff, the thing is, like, what will kill a movie for me almost instantly is bad effects, bad acting, and just the thing is with like old school or just old movies, oftentimes like the set or the effects are so poor compared to like modern day movies. I just can't get past like really bad effects. So I probably won't see that one, Tommy T-Bone Davis. All right. Thank you, Back to the Future. Yes, no inappropriate comments in the chat. I'm doing good, Milo. Aishwarya says, I saw an insane video of a cordyceps mushroom infecting ants. I have seen similar videos, Aishwarya. I saw one of cordyceps infecting, I think it was a hornet. Very sad to see, because it just basically, the fungus bursts out of the head. It's very gruesome, and I'm very glad that cordyceps cannot survive in humans, at least right now it can't. But it basically, like if you've seen the show or the video game, The Last of Us, basically these poor insects that cordyceps fungus can infect, it's like a horrible way to go. So bad. My service dog did not like our blizzard. Oh no. Oh, shoot. Anthony is back. Oh my gosh, it's been forever. Good to see you, Anthony. Milo is saying something about manual cars. I love manual cars. I feel like I have so much more control with them. You sound exactly like my dad. When I was like, why do you drive this when you could just upgrade to a very simple automatic car? He's just like, I like to just feel like totally in sync, like I'm always actively driving. Because like when you're driving an automatic car, you can kind of just, I think, you can set the, whatever it's called, I'm forgetting the word, but you set the setting to drive and then you're just good. And my dad's like, I like to know like what speed I'm at and if I should be shifting gears. And I'm like, why? Oh, such a headache. Yes, your mom, I'm in the kitchen indeed. I'm not gonna make a sandwich though. I'd have to drive automatic myself with my injury, but it's hard to learn manual. Got it. What tribe do you do? I'm not part of a tribe, Aubrey. Hi, Everly, welcome back. What are you cooking today? Just joined. I am making some corn polenta, which is basically, shoot. Am I back? Sorry guys, I think I'm back, but I don't know why this is happening, but I'm just gonna, the show must go on, whatever. Sorry about that. So Aishwarya, I grew up playing musical instruments. So I played piano from like age 5 through age 18, and I was competitive. I played violin in my school orchestra, and I played clarinet in my school band. So I know how to play 3 musical instruments. Lil 60, you're stuck in holiday mode. We gotta move on. Never, Joeski. It can always be holiday mode. Doesn't matter what time of year. All right. I'm just gonna get started with this super quickly. I'm actually gonna boil water first. I'm just going off of the recipe on the back of the package. The movie Big Eyes is great and about art. I got published in High Times. That sounds cool, Tommy. What are you cooking today? I'm cooking polenta. Oh my gosh, hi girl dad cooking up deliciousness. Good to see you, thank you so much. You have vibes like a school teacher. Some people have asked if I'm a teacher, so I think I do give that vibe, which I think is a compliment. I will take it. So right now I'm just measuring out some water. I did spill though some water. Sorry about that outage. I don't know what that was. I was talking and then I looked up and it just said unable to connect to the internet, and I'm like, come on now. Like, this is a brand new phone. I don't know if it's a phone issue or an internet issue, but my internet rarely has issues, so I'm suspicious that it might be the phone. Hi, Rated Frog, how are you? Aishwarya, what's the best book you've read recently? I need book recs. I would say it's gotta be Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. Aishwarya, Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. I think if you can't handle driving a manual, you shouldn't be able to drive as it requires the concentration needed. I disagree. I totally disagree. Because I think, you know what, like humankind has been able to manufacture cars that are easier and more accessible for people with automatic cars. So I don't think that there needs to be a requirement for both. Is your favorite day Sunday? No, actually it's Saturday, Paul. Saturday is my favorite day. I am back NC. Hi, Rod. I'm making some polenta. I will get around to it. I keep getting, not distracted because that sounds rude, but I just want to keep reading the chat. So I'm first going to make some corn polenta. This is super, super easy. I need 3 cups of water. Wow, what's that about the movie? Oh, I don't know. I forget what I was saying, Tommy. Yep, watched your new promo while mucking out my pigs. Definitely need skincare now. It's not like too complicated or like expensive. And I mean, your skin, I believe your skin is your biggest organ in your body. So it's good to take care of it. It's something worth investing in. That's what I would say. I am back. Thank you for confirming. I don't know what that is, but it does make me a little bit nervous. Hi, MC. We got to start a band. I was never in a band except for my school band. How many languages can you speak? I speak English, obviously. I speak German pretty well because I studied it for so long and I lived there. I speak a little bit of Spanish and then just some words and phrases of like Russian, French, Amharic, Turkish, just based on like where I've traveled, but like not really speak them. I'm not adding mods, Everly. Rod says I play the drums. People who pass their test in a manual car can drive an automatic, but not the other way around. That's true, but also too, I'm just like, you should be tested in the car that you intend to drive. And if you have a manual transmission car, then yeah, you need to be able to pass the test. But I think the test shouldn't just be written for one type of car. It should just be the same maneuvers, the same functions, the same road rules you should be tested on based on the car, or just regardless of the car you're driving. You just need to show up to your testing location in the car that you will be driving your license with. Kirby is saying, how are you and how was your day? I had a very solid Wednesday. Nothing too crazy. Just worked today. Now I'm cooking today. Went for a walk today out in the cold, but it was worth it. Yeah, I had a solid Wednesday. Think about you, Kirby? Hi, Jacob. Hi, Chow Wei. I love cooking, says Tommy T-Bone Davis. I think I put 3 cups in here. So now I'm gonna grab some salt and olive oil really quickly. All right. Right. Good night, all. Busy day in a few hours. Best of luck, Dylan Thomas O'Boyle. So MC, Ethiopian is not a language. There's many languages that are spoken in Ethiopia. The main one is Amharic, and I don't really speak it, no. I just know some phrases and some numbers. I know the alphabet pretty well at this point. So yeah, not really great at Amharic, but I'd like to get better. So I just put some olive oil in here as well as some salt. All right. Oh, I forgot to do something. Gotta write something down quick. Okay. Dairy brown, I am making some polenta, aka corn porridge. Can't wait. So what I'm gonna do is bring this water to a boil, and then I'll whisk in the polenta cornmeal once it's boiling. I feel like I didn't put enough salt in there. I'm gonna do a little bit more. All right, so this is just 3 cups of water with salt and olive oil. I'm gonna let this come to a boil on my stove top. All right, work hard Wednesday, says Rod. It wasn't too bad, like I worked today, but it wasn't like a hard Wednesday. The issue is most people practice in a different car than the actual test. Yes, this is true. I had to relearn driving. Oh no. Tomorrow is Try Hard Thursday. Thank you, KK. Did you ever have corn pudding? That does not sound good. I'm just gonna say I'm not a big pudding person anyways, but corn pudding sounds really gross. Ethiopians are pretty fast runners. Did you inherit that? Like I'm a decent runner, but I wouldn't say like I'm amazing. Thank you, Kyle Naidu. All right, so while I'm waiting to put this polenta in the boiling water, I'm gonna start getting my ingredients for the peanut butter cookies I'm planning on making. Corn pudding is illegal. So here is the recipe. Here's the oatmeal PB cookie recipe. Yeah, corn pudding just, oh God, that sounds really, really gross to me. Not gonna lie, sounds pretty nasty. Okay, so gotta have some old-fashioned oats for these cookies. Oh, Kyle, you subbed. Thank you so much. I'm gonna check now to see all the ingredients I need. So I need some peanut butter, which I do have. This actually works perfectly because I've got some peanut butter that I've been meaning to use up. I have like a little bit in this one container, Justin's peanut butter, and then I've got some Smucker's natural peanut butter. So I'm gonna use up one of these at least. I need maple syrup, dairy milk, vanilla. Okay. One sec, guys. I'll be back, don't worry. So here's vanilla. I don't think there's cinnamon. I grabbed it though. All right. Yeah, baking soda I need though. All right, shoveling today, Kirby. Yeah, Kirby, what's the situation down in Mississippi? Hannah's making porridge for the 3 bears. Taking care of your home and family is such a wonderful thing. Dignified and elegant. Thank you, Larry Peterson. I appreciate it. I've been meaning to go into one of these Ethiopian restaurants around me, but I'm not at all familiar with the food, so I would know what to order. You have unrecommended Ethiopian dishes. MC, it depends on what you like to eat. Like, do you have any dietary restrictions? Would you prefer to eat a meat dish or a vegetarian dish? I think the go-to is like, MC. I'd recommend, Doro Wat, which is a spicy, what would you call it? Like it's just a spicy stew with a chicken drumstick and hard boiled egg. I would say this is just like a classic signature dish. Hi, chicken. Oh, Pip Martin, you guys got snow in Florida. Yes, I saw that. Thank you, someone. Hi, Shivani. Is kibbap a Ethiopian dish? It might be. I've never heard of it though. We've got someone saying it's my birthday, Dia LDR. Hi, James WT. Enjoyed your Logfire TV background in your promo. Yeah, I like kind of mixing it up and not doing everything in my kitchen. That one was the video was a skincare video, so I felt like I shouldn't be doing it in my kitchen. That seemed like a little out of place. All right. There's both guys and girls on here. Sajidak. Do you know the recipe for the cup? I don't know what that is. Diamond dingers. Water bowls frozen. Ponds have little ice. Calves being born. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you, Pimp Martin. I appreciate it. Okay, my spice tolerance is extremely high. Okay, good. Then you're eating the right cuisine because Ethiopian food is pretty spicy. When Mississippi and Florida have lots of snow and Minnesota and Toronto don't, strange times. I know, Rich. I was feeling some really intense FOMO watching the coverage of Florida and Louisiana and Texas with all their snow. And I'm like, how is this possible? It makes no sense to me. But you're Minnesota, you're probably used to it. This is Colorado. This is James. Hi, Boo Boo. Tomato says just add tomato. We got snow too. Lucky you. Minnesota has snow. Yeah, Joseph, like I'm in Minneapolis, but we have like barely any snow. I can see like the grass and the old dead leaves from autumn peeking through the snow. So it's not like a real like thick layer of snow. It's just kind of this little tiny dusting of snow. Pretty disappointing, not gonna lie. Hi, Skull Trooper 12, -10 this past Monday. Yep, we were in the negative double digits here too. Michigan has a bunch of snow and it was -24. Yikes. Beastfire says Idaho is the best. I think I've been to Idaho before. All right. Let me see what else I need to grab for these cookies, guys. For those of you just joining, I'm making some peanut butter oatmeal cookies. So I still need to grab maple syrup and almond milk. Just right here. Put this right here. And oh, I didn't mean 24. I meant 2 and 4. Got it, Bonnie. Skull Trooper is in California. Do you ski or snowboard, Rod? I ski. I've never learned how to snowboard. I wish I knew how to snowboard, but I do ski. Let's see. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter time, but there's no jelly in these cookies. Also, hi, Mike Dizzle. Samuel XJ says potato. The weather you have today, we get 2 days later in the Highlands, so I'm getting ready. Oh, interesting. Yabba dabba do. All right. What else do I need to grab? Baking soda, salt. I think I've got everything except for some flour. So I'm gonna grab, I think it's brown rice flour that I've got left. So, one sec, guys. All right, here we go. So I've got a little bit of coconut flour. I'm just trying to I really find it satisfying when you use up all of your groceries. So I'm using a little bit of coconut flour and a little bit of brown rice flour, all from Bob's Red Mill brand. I just love this brand of flours. Hi, oh boy, is it Jedem? Let me see here. Jillian Turk, hello. It's 75 in California. What? Crazy. Oh, Scotty Bugatti, hello. How are you? How is it going in Chicago? Thank you, Bonnie. All right, so time to start making these cookies. What is this? Colombia's deadliest something? I've got the news on and I'm trying to read. It says Colombia's deadliest clashes. What is going on here? Does anyone... Whoa. Sounds like there's like warring factions in Colombia. Again, I've been way out of the loop on news, which is why I have it on in the background to kind of get caught up while I'm on here. 12 where I'm at in Texas, says Tomato. Better now that I'm seeing you on here. Thanks, Scotty. Have you been, I was seeing like your shorts, like you drive, like you're a truck driver. So are you like, you're based in Chicago, but do you like drive cross country all over the place? Colombia is deadliest catch. Hi, Amelia. Welcome back. Hi, Me Ray. Thank you, Jalen. Thank you so much. Gabe the Gun, Texas here. Love it. I think you're wearing, it looks like you're wearing a cowboy hat in your profile picture. Yes, ma'am. Local home every night. Local home every night. Chloe with a lot of question marks is here. Okay, I need to just take a peek at this recipe because this is a new one for me. I'm local. Oh, okay, I think I understand what you're saying because I was like, what does that mean? you're okay. You drive trucks, but you're not like sleeping in a truck, like whatever they call those things, you know, like cross-country trucker. You drive locally. Got it. Yep, that's what I was thinking, but I was very confused. Because I think every trucker, there's truckers in my family, and I just like, I don't know, I've like met truckers in my life, and I feel like all of them, like my cousin is a cross-country truck driver. So he is literally just, I'm like, oh, you're in Sioux Falls today, and then now you're in Florida, and now you're in Michigan. I'm like, how does this even work? Like, where do you sleep? The logistics escape me. But anyways, yeah, I don't go over the road. Are they over the road? That's where the money is. Sioux Falls sucks. Sioux Falls does not suck. Sioux Falls is really fun, okay? I've been there a few times. I played a soccer tournament there when I was growing up because I would travel for club soccer. And like Sioux Falls was great. I mean, it's not a massive metro area, but it's like a beautiful, like decent sized city. I don't know. No reason to hate, in my opinion. Explain your cookies. They're oatmeal peanut butter cookies, Paul. Add nutmeg in your cookies. I don't like nutmeg. I never have. So I actually don't have any nutmeg. Sounds like a great life, says Rod. Really? Like are you talking about driving like cross country in a truck? Because I feel like I think I would start to get like really lonely having to be always on the road and like sleeping somewhere not the same as the night before. Yeah, I don't know. Just my own 2 cents. Chloe, I'm making peanut butter oatmeal cookies. Decent LMFAO. You're talking about Sioux Falls, I think, still. Cookies, yes, cookies are happening. MC says, oh yeah, I'll upload that Sailor Moon decal pic on my profile tomorrow. Ooh. Didn't get time to show you on my car. Yeah, that sounds really cool. I would love to see the Sailor Moon decal because I love Sailor Moon. Yes, cross country. Sleeping in a truck, says Frog Watkins. All right, I hear my water boiling over on the stovetop, so I'm gonna take this polenta and scoop 1 cup out of it and then just whisk it into the boiling water. So I will be back in just a second, I promise. Sorry to keep like bouncing in and out of the camera feed or video feed. 1 second, guys. I'll be back, I promise. All right. So the polenta is in, and now I just have to read the back. It basically just will like, I think simmer. It says cook slowly for about 5 minutes. Okay, so I need to whisk this and then reduce the heat. Gotta go to bed. Sounds good, Bonnie. Thank you for joining. Oh shoot, my computer's about to die. Ah. Hannah versus technology. What's new? All right, so I'm gonna grab, oh, I thought I had it, shoot. Oh, so frustrating. Okay, here we go. So what I'm gonna do is just whisk together the polenta and the water over on my stovetop. But first, let me just see here. William Lynn says cookies. Hi, I don't know how to say your name, but it looks like Korean, I think. Yeah, some truckers have nice bed setups. Okay, gotcha. We can get to 60 likes. That's totally doable. Gotta go to bed, whisk me away. Oh, hi, Victor Rivera. First time, or are you saying it? I read that as it's your first time here. If you're saying something else, I'm not gonna address it. Thank you, Mod. Yes, mods are amazing. Have you ever ordered anything from AliExpress? I don't know what that is, so no. I think the answer to that is no, MC. All right, let's cook this polenta. Here, I'll bring the saucepan over here just so you can kind of see what I'm seeing. So there's just some like polenta that I'm whisking together in this saucepan. Just trying to get the clumps out. Like I said, very basic. Just what, 4 things in here: the water, salt, olive oil, and cornmeal, corn polenta. So yeah, I can already feel it thickening up, which is wonderful. Cool. All right, so that is whisking away, and I think that's about everything I gotta do. Oh, John is here. Hi, John Puntany. How are you? Good to see you. AliExpress is like the super discounted Asian Amazon. Never heard of it. Never used it, I'm certain. Not that I have anything against it, but just because I love using, I mean, I order stuff from Amazon, Walmart, Target. I feel like those are kind of the 3 like big stores I order from. I mean, Amazon being like a big online store. I just have never really looked, like I haven't used Temu, which I think is like a Chinese Amazon. Yeah, I tend to just stick to those 3. Doing good, Hannah. How are you? I'm doing good. I mean, the thing is, I even wrote this as a note to myself. Never take a normal day for granted. I feel like I have had just extremely normal routine days now since the holiday season wrapped up, and sometimes it can feel very like boring and uneventful. Like I'm like not much planned, just kind of like, all right, it's another day, just gotta get up and go to work and get my stuff done. So I think sometimes it's easy to be like, oh, it's so boring, like, oh, I'm so sick of whatever. But then I think about the times in my life where it's been like chaotic, or something unexpected popped up, or I mean the people in like LA whose houses burned down, and I'm like, okay, never take a normal day for granted, because I'm sure, I know if I was in that situation, like if I lost my home, or I was dealing with something crazy, I would wish for the boring days, because having to deal with like crazy chaotic situations is not fun. So I've been kind of just like chugging along with routine stuff, but nothing super out of the ordinary. And I will not complain about it. John. Oh, Optimus Prime is here. Hello. Victor says, great vibe. Thank you. Agree, be thankful in all things. Yes. Like, just never take anything for granted as a general thing. It's like, oh, life is wonderful. Life is great. But it's like everything can change so quickly. So it's just, even if it's a more boring day compared to like the very exciting days you can remember in your life, like boring is like nice. Boring is, in my life, boring means stable, predictable, comfortable, expected. So yeah, it can be like, okay, I'm kind of bored here. Like I kind of want something else, but I'll take it. I'll take it over like chaos and uncertainty any day of the week. I was over the road for 3 years. Now I'm a rig welder, I think. I work local in Odessa. That's nice that you work locally, because then you've kind of got your home base right there. I feel like traveling a lot would just be extremely exhausting. I would find it to be. Hi, Grace and Franklin. My busiest day is the 1st, says Paul. Nick Finamori says, yes, yes, boring is great. I think boring is underrated, because I think people are probably just like dopamine, not junkies, but they want like constant excitement, like constant whatever. And it's like a lot of life is just boring, drudgery. But it's like those are the days that you move things forward and you get work done. So yeah, it's just kind of like, it's been pretty routine in my life since New Year's. Like, it's been fun. Like, I've seen friends, I've gotten together, gone out to cute places like coffee spots and a brunch spot lately. But yeah, it's like, I think January is a tough act, or I should say December is a tough act to follow, because December is like jam-packed with crazy holiday stuff usually. And then January it's, for me, I think every January has been pretty like quiet. Boring day at my job is perfect, especially working with kids. That's a great point. Yes, Kirby. Yep. Rod says, I love my boring life. Hi, Nolan. Ooh, great question. Yabba dabba doo. Does Trump's edict for federal workers mandate to show up for work in person affect you? It does not affect me. No. I'm not a federal worker. So, yeah, I don't have to report back to the office just yet, but I think it really is kind of setting the tone for the next 4 years, because a lot of private companies, before Trump was sworn in this week, a lot of companies have been like calling their employees back, where it's like, you have to work 3 days in the office. You have to work 5 days of the whole, like all 5 days of the week in office. So I would be really bummed, because I do work remotely and I love the flexibility, but it wouldn't surprise me. I don't wish for it, but it wouldn't surprise me if in the next year or two there is a culture shift back to having employees in the office at least like 2 to 3 days a week. We'll see. Not gonna complain. It's a job, and I really do love my job. Rachel's kitten vlog scared me. Looked like she might give TT back. Yeah, I know, Rich. It was a little like, she definitely made it, the way she edited it was, made it seem like, oh, like what was gonna happen. I've never used brown rice flour. I was gonna use this months ago, this brown rice flour, but I didn't get around to the recipe, and I just figured, you know what, I'll keep it in my cabinet for another day, for another recipe. All right, MC, I'm at your comment now. I am gonna just shut the heat off on my polenta so it doesn't burn. Actually, I need my whisk again, just to whisk it up one more time. It looks great though, yum. All right, guys, polenta's looking good. So now I can move on to the cookies. So let's see what I gotta do now for these cookies. Okay, MC, I was at your comment. Yeah, I've seen, for example, Sailor Moon figures ranging in price from 99 cents to around 30. Wow, very cool. John, I'm making oatmeal peanut butter cookies. At least they still get a paycheck. Yes, Rod. You ever been to the motherland? I don't know what you mean, the motherland. William, I love days calm and relaxed and watching a cooking show. Yeah, I'm really trying to remind myself, like, don't discount, don't underestimate, like, the quality of a boring day or what a boring day, like, means. Because it probably means you're just in a very stable place and you weren't super stressed out. Because I can think of really stressful days where I was just, like, so stressed and worried about stuff. But yeah, boring days are good days. Hannah cooking show. This is Kirby. Yeah, by Hassan. Indeed. Kirby, you're absolutely right about Hannah doing a cooking show on live stream. It just takes longer generally for the packages to deliver from AliExpress since it gets shipped from overseas. I see. I'm fascinated by this. MC. Oh, why is my chat? It's being so stupid. One sec, guys. Also, I need to close the poll. I'm 2 minutes overdue. If you have not voted in the poll, I'll give you another like 10 seconds, but try to guess which author I would most love to have dinner with, if I could. Power bill doubled, an error. Hi, James Brace. All right. Oh, shoot. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Hi, Stop and Smile. Good to see you again. How are you? I'm doing well. I was just saying a minute or two ago that I've had some like boring days. Just they're pretty routine, like nothing extraordinary happening, no outings. Just it's been like a pretty normal, steady, routine January so far. And it's like nice. I'm not gonna complain about it, but there just hasn't been anything like out of the ordinary. Ooh, congratulations, Rod. That's super cool. Thank you, Ann Murdoch. I am gonna close this poll now and let you know what the answer is and then get to my cookies. The motherland? I know, I was like, what is this? What? I'm like, my motherland is the United States. Like, whatever. Okay. Trivia question for tonight was, guess which author I would most love to have dinner with? 37% of you, so more than a third of the people who voted, said Stephen King. It wouldn't be Stephen King, although I love his stuff. The man is a genius, and he's so prolific in how many stories he's written. 28% of you said J.K. Rowling, and it indeed would be J.K. Rowling. I love her. I mean, I love Harry Potter so much. I grew up with the books and the movies. I think her story is what I find so compelling, that she was a broke, divorced, like, you know, exited a very abusive first marriage as a single mom, living on welfare. She's said like she was as poor as it was possible to be in Britain without being homeless. And she was in like a mouse infested apartment, and she just like found a way to write these books. I'm like, how on earth did you find like the energy? And she was also just very depressed, and I think her mother passed away while she was writing. It just was like, she had such a rough beginning, and the fact that she alone was able to like write the Harry Potter stories is just legendary. So I really respect and admire the grit and also the genius and the creativity that she was able to build this whole world, this wizarding world, all by herself. It's amazing. It's amazing. Hi, Jose Alexander, Mora Munoz. Tres leches. Oh, I've never had tres leches before, Jose. Hi, Terry Daigle. I'm on a roll in the poll. Nice. Hi, Psych. Finally got one. America's my motherland, brother. Yeah, that's what I think too. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna call America like my motherland, like homeland. It's just such a great place. Oh, thank you, Lake Lynn Brooks, for the sub. Hi, human. Terry says I messed up. Sounds like New York. What sounds like New York, Psych? I'm curious. All right, let's get started with these cookies because I've been talking about them for quite a while. The first thing I'm gonna do is, oh, okay, I've got that covered. Mix the peanut butter, maple syrup, dairy milk, and vanilla until smooth. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna use just one, ooh. I'm gonna use just one mixing bowl. I was going, ooh, because there's a suggestion to use pumpkin spice in this recipe, and I actually really like that. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Lakeland, I am 31 years old. I turned 31 in September of last year. Have you been to the motherland? I still am like, what is this? What are you talking about? All right, so I'm gonna grab my mixing bowl. Wow, you looked like you're 24. Yeah, people I've heard on here, I would say most people who guess my age or ask my age, age me into my 20s, which I'll take. I'm like, hey, I will take it as someone who's in their 30s. If people think I'm in my 20s, sweet. You're 15, says Lakeland. Cool. Keeping the vibe. Thank you so much. These were a Christmas season purchase. They're actually little jingle bells with a bow tie on the top, but a lot of people think that they're cherries. So I'm like, it's a food item. Like, if people think these are a food item and I'm in my kitchen making food most of the time, I'm just gonna go with it. So yes, I really like them too. Thank you, keeping the vibe. I do love pumpkin, Bishop Bullwinkle, yes. I didn't know your birthday was last year, Hannah, and now I know. Pumpkin spice, yeah, I am gonna go grab my pumpkin spice because that was a suggestion on this recipe page. I'll drop the recipe again so you guys can see it. I dropped it in the chat earlier, but it was a while ago. Here's the recipe again, right here. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Astro is here. Oh, this is so great. Oh no, but you're saying not doing the best right now. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everything's going okay in Moscow, but it sounds like you've been not doing the best. Well, it's good to see you, Astro. Very cool to see you again. I go all over the place with my church. I've been to Kentucky 3 times, South Carolina, Florida, Atlanta, North Dakota, Tennessee. Nice. These are some sweet places. I've never been to Kentucky. I've never been to Florida. And for bordering North Dakota, I've never been to North Dakota, but I actually would really like to go. Let's see here. I grow giant pumpkins. That's awesome. I love pumpkins so much. Little Terabyte. John says, not sure what people are referring to in the chat by motherland, but I most often heard of Africa being referred to that with that name. Could be. You're so pretty, no disrespect. None taken, JL. I appreciate it. Yes, that's what he meant, John. Okay, well, that's kind of silly. Because, I mean, I am half white, half black. So half of my motherland is Africa, but the other half is Europe. So I'm like, I'm split 50-50, y'all. You can't put me in one bucket. I just figured out your next age, Hannah, for this year, but I'm not saying it till we reach September. Okay, cool. You get pumpkins from Moscow. No. As far as I know, the pumpkins I have purchased in my life have all been locally grown here in Minnesota or probably Wisconsin or Iowa, but not from Moscow. Hi Splend, hi Srinivas. I got saved and baptized by my church, my friends. Oh, sorry, my church friends are really sweet. Love to hear that. How have you been though? I missed you. I've been doing good. Just like chugging along, posting on my channel, going live 4 days a week. It's been like a solid start to the new year. How about you, Astro? It's good to see you though. I feel like it has been quite a while since I saw you in here. I instantly know it's you, especially with the star emoji you have in your username. Fact, J.K. Rowling's chair from the cafe sold for no way. I mean, it's the stuff of legends. Like, just people now, of course, want to know like which, and I think they do know. She's confirmed which London cafes she would go to write the very beginnings of Harry Potter. It's just crazy. I believe it. Yabba dabba do. For that many euros/pounds. What is your local time, Srinivas? It is currently 9:09 in the evening. I love you. I'm not in a weird way though. Okay, Lakeland, all good. My kids are mulatto, says Rod. Los Angeles wildfire still going on. Yes, I guess there's a wildfire that just erupted, like a new one in Los Angeles County today, which is just, I'm like, man, can we just get control of these wildfires? It's crazy. Oh, Frank is here. I'm having a hard time with the snowstorm that we had. 9 inches. What? And our cable was out, cell phone was out, city department never came out to plow the streets. No. Oh, Frank, I'm sorry to hear that. Dang. That's amazing. I know it feels like it's been weeks since I've been here. I'm not doing the best, family friendship problems. I mean, I get it. Hey, like Astro, I've had, chapters of my life where it just felt like it was more chaotic. I was going through drama, or I was moving, which is just like so much work to move from one place to another, or having to just, I feel like life has its seasons where there's like way more chill seasons, and then there's like very stressful seasons for different reasons. So I get it. I mean, I get it. Whenever I've had to go through stressful seasons, I just tend to be like, I have like so little energy to spare and give to other people that I kind of like check out a bit from social media, from social events, where I'm like, I need to like take care of myself first before I can do other stuff. So you're good, Astro. It's 10 at night here, says Lakeland. So it sounds like you're on the East Coast of the United States. The grapevine is on fire too now. What is that? I live in Harlem. Did you mean Harlem, Georgia? Hannah, can you cook me some hope for this American future? I'm hopeful. I always remain hopeful. It's like, you never know what the future will bring, but I choose to be, I am a realist, so I try to be like as honest as possible with just outlook and what data we have now. But I also am just like, I can choose to live my life and hope for the best, even if it doesn't happen. So I do my best to remain optimistic. That's why you haven't heard from me. All good, Frank. If I remember correctly, J.K. Rowling used to book a hotel room at 2,000 pounds a night just for peace and the vibe. I would say that decision worked out well for her because her writing is so wonderful. I have shown placard regarding wildfire global warming. Sounds good, Srinivas. Hello, just come on. What you making, says Darren Bloomer. I know. I try to get, pretty up to date on the chat. Harlem, Georgia, it's 10 p.m. Cool. Real, I'm happy to be back though and hoping to be in more lives. Come whenever you can, Astro, but no pressure. That's a struggle for you, yes, for Frank and other people during that stress. I am in Minnesota, Srinivas. Super cold in Toronto right now. I believe you, Stephen, because it's also really cold south of where you're at in, well, I'm in Minnesota, which isn't close to Toronto, but we are more south than you are. Got it, Lakeland. Hi, Antonia Salazar. You seem like you were raised properly. I mean, my parents are the MVPs of my life. They were like 150 bajillion% invested in raising me and my sister. And they were very strict, and they did not tolerate any bratty behavior at all. They put that to bed immediately. So yeah, my parents were great. 10 out of 10. I feel like I won the lottery with my parents. All right. Thank you, Jalen. Are you learning how to cook? No, Texas Repo. I do know how to cook and bake. If you go to my if you go to my Texas Repo, which is your username. Oh, if you go to my channel, Texas Repo, you'll see that I've posted dozens of cooking and baking videos for people to just check out. Hi, Hi, Darren. I'm doing great. Best day of your life? There's so many good days of my life. I really don't think I can boil it down to just one. I really don't. I don't know. It's too hard to pick. It's just, yeah, there's trips, there's ceremonies, there's milestones. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's just one. Okay, so first let's get the maple syrup and peanut butter mixed together. And I'm probably gonna use I don't know if I'm gonna use my whisk. We'll see. I'm really bad at being back in time for the poll answer. Ernest, the answer was J.K. Rowling. That's the author that I would most love to have dinner with if I could. Did your sister also go to an Ivy League school? No, she went to a state school. NC. Frank was saying, I think I know why the city department doesn't come out to plow our streets, because it's a two-way street and it's a small street. Ooh, you picked Agatha Christie. I mean, she no longer alive, but still just legend. She's so cool. Maybe what is your favorite days? My favorite day of the week is a Saturday, Paul. I think that's what you were asking. Okay, so let's get these cookies made, guys. I am in the mood for cookies. So I need 1/3 of a cup of maple syrup. Oh, Joseph, thank you. Wow, this is great. Thank you so much, Joseph. If you could relive one moment in your life, what would it be? This is so hard. There's so many. I'm trying to think of just like I feel like I'm lucky enough to say that I've had so many incredible days and memories. It would probably be somewhere abroad, maybe somewhere in Germany. So hard. I'm just gonna go with this. First off, thank you so much, Joseph. I'd relive New Year's Eve 2016 heading into 2017 with my family in Berlin at the Brandenburg Gate. That was a pretty remarkable day. I randomly picked George R.R. Martin. I think that's a good guess because, John, you might remember this, but my favorite TV show of all time is Game of Thrones, and I do love the books. I think he's a genius, and like similar to J.K. Rowling, just constructing this not mythological, but like sci-fi fantasy realm with like all these creatures and these regions. So I like him too. I think it'd be really fun to have dinner with George R.R. Martin. My least favorite is always Mondays. I would say my least favorite is actually Tuesdays. I find Tuesdays to be just kind of like a meh kind of day. I think it was a knee-jerk reaction though. I grew up watching Agatha Christie mysteries. That's so cool. So cool. My favorite days are payday. Oh, funny. Nice, Paul. What's up, Hannah? Looking amazing as usual. Hi, Ken. I am making some peanut butter oat cookies. And I put the recipe in the chat, but I can put it in the chat again. All right. Let's see. John Opar is here. Hi, John. I'm not making pancakes. No, I'm making peanut butter oatmeal cookies. Hi, DJ David. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Do you watch House of the Dragon? I watched the first season and I really liked it. I love Matt Smith. I think he's still in it. But he played the uncle of the main girly. He was also in Doctor Who. I liked him as Damon, but I haven't watched the second season, and I need to. My favorite dragon in Game of Thrones is Drogon. I would say mine too, I think. Hi, Sumaya Salmanaj. My favorite day is, you guessed it, Friday. Friday is a great day. Watching my favorite sessions on Netflix. It's almost over. Gonna be the saddest day of my life. Oh, which one is it, Astro? Which one on Netflix? Poirot was my favorite. Yes. Oh my gosh, Ernest. Yes. I love Murder on the Nile and or is it Death? It's like, I think it's Death on the Nile and then Murder on the Orient Express. Those two are the Poirot detective stories. Doctor Who is so great. I haven't watched Severance. I've been getting ads for it though, Ken. I think on Apple TV. Superman Love, I'm making cookies, but I realize for those of you who have been here a long time, it's taken me forever to actually get started with these cookies because I've just been chatting for so long. But I am making cookies. I think like a millionaire on payday, I shop for clothes, says Paul. That was Paul Brislinger. So I am scraping the very last of this peanut butter out of this jar, just in an effort to kind of like clean out my cupboards, my fridge, use what's there instead of just buying more and more stuff. Leslie from Dallas, Fort Worth. Love those kind of cookies. Love your channel. Thank you so much, Leslie. I appreciate it. Aw, Joseph again. Thank you so much. One of my sisters loved And Then There Were None. I love that. Yes. Would you ever do a fan meet? John is asking. Okay, John, to be quite honest with you, I don't take my safety and privacy and security for granted. That's why I don't have a P.O. box for my YouTube channel. So I don't know. I would have to have some like really good security going on at the meet and greet. I just would be very, very scared of someone trying to hurt me or stalk me. Okay. Ken is very frugal with money. I'm extremely frugal. So you're talking to the right person, Ken. I'm very passionate about personal finance. I have a budget spreadsheet. I track where every penny of my money goes because I'm like, you know what? I work so hard for the money that I earn, and to just let it vanish out of my bank account because I'm not paying attention to things I'm buying or how much things cost is just not okay with me. So I'm frugal and minimalist by nature, but also too, I really like budgeting and investing where I can and just trying to be responsible with my money. And it honestly is like, it gives you a lot of peace when your finances are in order, like knowing that you can withstand like a surprise emergency cost of like $500 or $1,000, just knowing that you're not going to be like sent into a tailspin if you have some unexpected costs come up. All right, Joseph was asking, and also thank you for the super chat. If you were tasked with the first human colony on another planet, what core values would you prioritize to guide society, and why would they matter? Dang, you were coming in with the questions. Shoot, let me see if I can quickly reply here. Thank you. I can't type. Thank you again. Joseph, my guiding values for the colony would be, oh, that's a really big question. To guide society. This is like an essay. Oh man, I'm gonna try to keep it short. Core values would be discipline, hard work, community, community, I don't know, discipline, hard work, fairness, so that, I don't know, we hopefully work well together and keep the colony going strong. Boom. All right. It's an anime series. Got it. Host club. Okay. Tommy says, "Oh, you're amazing. Thank you." PB&J recipe, not PB&J. It's just a PB recipe. I'm using some peanut butter in these cookies. Hello. Oh, Rod is saying hell no on that fan meat. There are some weirdos out there. I mean, very dark, very scary, but some of you probably remember Christina Grimmie. Was it The Voice that she won? She was like a singer. And she went to some kind of event and she was unfortunately shot and killed by, I don't know who the guy turned out to be. But I'm like, this is like a mega celebrity who won a huge like national competition show. And the thing is, because especially like women, I will say this over and over, women have to deal with so much more threat of like violence and harm than men do. And stalkers are just so terrifying. And like, I see why Taylor Swift has the security that she does, because if you Google, just Google Taylor Swift stalkers, it's wild to hear like what she's had to deal with. She's had people break into her New York apartment. She's had people break into she had a man break in armed with a knife to one of her homes. And it's gotten so bad that she actually, she like walks around with military level bandages for gunshots and stab wounds, because she's gotten threatening letters and messages, just like, you know, people who say that they're gonna harm her. It's just like, it's so sad that there are such like violent, scary people out there that tend to target women. And yeah, I don't mess around with that stuff. I think I would only do a meet and greet if I had like the most intense like TSA level, like you were gonna get body searched and walk through a scanner type of thing for anyone attending, because I think I would still be terrified during the event. Tomato, this is the fourth time I scrolled on your live. Love it, Tomato. I wish I had a wife like you, says Tommy. Oh no, but I hope you're doing okay. All good, John. I just want to make sure I like Joseph's comment. I drive a 10-year-old car. Love it. Love it, Ken. Yabadabdoo says, hee hee, the time lag between text and live video is crazy when you answer to your favorite moment came up on text well before you actually answered. Why do you not want a guy friend? I never said that. Tommy, so right. Yeah, stalking someone, for example, if someone stalks you on YouTube, well, that would be a red flag and dangerous and bad. Correct. M says communication. You look like my cousin Jackie, says Tommy. I am Italian. I like your energy, confidence, style, and beauty. Thank you, John Palmieri. Bumblebee is saying, I hope stalking doesn't happen on here, which I fear. Oh, it does. It does. Trust me. I subscribe to female YouTubers who have had stalkers like come to their houses, like figure out where they lived. It's terrifying. It's so gross. Hi, Summer Moultrie. Thank you. Hi, Case Ronaldo from Indonesia. Let's see, Kirby, Hannah, I don't think your message sent. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's so disappointing. Weird. Oh my God, I tried so hard to respond to it, but oh well. Let's see if this one, nope, I don't think I can respond to this one. That sucks. I must have missed the cutoff. All right, Sophia's here. I am doing well, I hope you are too. Joseph was asking in his super chat, you don't have to type back, what's one decision you've made that you wish you could undo? How would your life be different if you had chosen otherwise? This is like, honestly, I have no regrets right now. There is nothing major that I've done that, like, there's no decision I've made where I wish I could go back and change it, because I am so glad I ended up where I'm at right now. But I don't know. I really can't think of one. I'm so glad I picked the majors I did in college. I've worked for every company that I've worked for. I learned something at every job. I've gotten smarter over time, gained really good experience, love my friends. So I don't know. I think you're out of peanut butter. I've got a second jar. Everybody is a victim. Nobody takes responsibility, says respect my gamer. All right. Hi, Andre. I do security for you. Obviously, you would be great. Core value is the 10 Commandments is a basic start. Caitlin Clark Stalker was just arrested and has a 50K bail. I don't know if that's 10%. Yikes. Yo, never seen so much beauty in one live stream. Thank you, Jacob. Hannah, you called me Bumblebee. Oh, that's right, Optimus Prime. How long have you cooked? Since I was probably in like kindergarten or first grade. Can't wait to see how you make those cookies. Yeah, I'll send you the recipe. I have it open on my browser right now. Ken, here's the recipe. Hi, TTV Riley. All right, so let's get back to this recipe. I always end up taking way longer than I otherwise would because of the chat, but it's a good thing. I like chatting with you guys. Ken says, nice. Oh, Endo is here. Pretty scary about Caitlin Clark having a stalker. I'm telling you guys, and I feel like I'm talking to mostly men here. Women, we have to deal with this whole extra set of safety things, and just the number of times my female friends, it's such a universal thing we have to deal with. The number of times I've been approached or catcalled, followed, just is so, it's so annoying, because I'm like, if I were a guy walking around right now, you wouldn't be saying this thing to me. But because I'm a female, you just think I'm less threatening and I'm fair game for you to say something crappy to, and it's just very frustrating. I'm like, this is just, the lack of respect is infuriating, I must say. All right, so let me make sure I got this right. I think it's 1/2 of a cup. Just making sure I'm still connected. Yeah, 1/2 of a cup. Oh, you guys, there was a school shooting in Tennessee. So scary. All right, TBH, just make sure you memorize the name Optimus Prime. Okay. Who else is here? Tommy is gonna go eat now because he's hungry. It's men's faults. It's not all men, but it's always men. That's the thing. I think about every time I have felt like concern for my safety or my life, and it has always been a man, sadly. And the thing is, like, I think men are great. I got plenty of guy friends and wonderful men in my life, and I'm not hating on all dudes, but it's just a consistent safety issue. It's a consistency across all of my, all the moments I've felt unsafe. It was a man, not a woman. Just stating the lived experience, guys. Contraya, I am making some peanut butter and, sorry, blanking. Peanut butter oatmeal cookies. Let's see. All right, just getting all the peanut butter in there. All right, looks like that should be good. Oh, T-Money, Thaddeus from Connecticut. How are you doing? How's life? How's life out in Connecticut? I have your back, says Tommy T-Bone Davis. I'm more different than other men because I was born different. No offense to the males on here. I don't know. I mean, there's still billions and billions of men out there, so I don't know how unique one person is from the rest. You need to tell them that you know karate, and nope, I'm not gonna make a stand because most of the guys that have bothered me are like twice my size, so that's just not wise. Oh, Chloe is here. Awesome. Eric is in LA. I hope you're doing okay, given all of the destruction from the wildfires, Eric. Hi, Ace. It is always men. I have sisters mainly, so they always had men problems. Oh no. Definitely understandable. My sisters felt the same way. Yes. Yes, it's unfortunate, but it's just the way things currently are. All right. Some cultures tell people to treat strangers like they're real sisters, brothers out of respect. Oh, we could use some more of that here because I feel like strangers, it's a mixed bag. I think I've had some really lovely interactions with strangers, but man, some that are just so creepy, so inappropriate, so just like, what are you doing? Come on. This is so uncalled for. It's very cold in Connecticut. I believe you. I feel like it's cold like everywhere right now. It's wild. I get a lot of calls to respond to stalker incidents. Oh dear. Jeez. I do not want to deal with any of that, you guys. It just sounds terrifying. I think it just causes so much chaos in your life. I think about trying to maintain your job, work 9 to 5, get your chores done, get your groceries ordered, do all of the life work that, you need, get enough sleep. But then when you're on top of all of that, then if you're dealing with some like dangerous or hostile or very just unnerving stranger who is like stalking you and trying to get to you, and you have to get like law enforcement involved, I'm just like, no. Oh my gosh. Absolutely not. Sounds like hell. All right, these are looking, well, I should say these two ingredients are looking well mixed. Thank you, Brian. I'm doing well. How about you? Thank you, Six Pack American. Hi, Tash. Cheyenne is back. Good to see you, Cheyenne. It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while. Maybe it hasn't been that long. Bill Cook, I'm making some peanut butter and oatmeal cookies. Exercise, the better part of valor. Run, maybe. I think I could outrun most people. Florida just got snow. Yeah, Tash. We don't have much snow up here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So you can imagine the shock on my face when I was seeing the news coverage of Florida, Texas, Louisiana, and South Carolina, I think were the states they were showing. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? It's such a slap in the face as someone who just wants so badly to get more snow up here. It's painful. Hi, oh, Dimitri. Oh, let's see, Orlov. Dimitri, how are you? So how are you? I'm doing good, Cheyenne. Pretty non-eventful January, but it's been good. Like I don't mind just kind of chugging along with 9 to 5 work and YouTube. Thank you, Back to the Future. Can carry bear spray in your bag and just spray the men that make you feel uncomfortable. You have to be careful with that because if it could be, depending on where you live, you might run the risk of having like an assault case on you because it's like, oh my god, she acted so aggressively and she harmed this person. Also, I think bear spray can blind people. So if I like blinded some person and they weren't actually being that aggressive, I'm fairly certain criminal charges could be taken against you and you could be sued, you could be whatever, imprisoned maybe or fined. It's like you gotta be really, it's just the whole thing is so messy and not fun. Where are we here? We don't have snow here in Woodlawn, Tennessee. Ooh, okay. I feel like there's other parts of, maybe not Tennessee, but other parts of the South that have been getting blanketed in snow. Sadly, I don't have any chocolate chips, Ace. I ran out of them on my last batch. Human says, I heard someone tell my parents in their country women would dress like men just to not be noticed and targeted as women. I mean, honestly, there are times where I've thought about, oh, it'd be nice to wear like a cute feminine outfit, but I know that I would get more not unwanted attention in a cute outfit. So a lot of the time I'm just like, I like wearing comfy clothes anyways. So I'm just like, my life will be easier if I am less like cute and feminine and I'm more just like practical and like sportswear type of, outfit. Hi, Tia Belts. What up, fellow Connecticut natives, is Rod. Start to shout. I'm glad you're doing great. Thank you, Cheyenne. That's so wrong? You need to defend yourself or a taser. No, I would never have a taser. No. Let's see. So those cookies aren't going to make themselves. I know. I'm chatting with you guys though. I don't want to just like ignore you. But I should get moving along here with these cookies. So I know I need some vanilla. Thank you, Cheyenne. I appreciate it. I think it's 1 teaspoon. I feel like it's always 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then I'm gonna need 3/4 of a cup of old-fashioned oats. And oh my gosh, Joseph is back with the super chat. You are just like crushing it right now. I appreciate it. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of non-dairy milk and then the vanilla. Let's get back here though to the chats. Joseph is here again. Thank you, Joseph. If you could create a perfect world but had to erase your existence from it, oh my gosh, would you choose to do so knowing you'd never see the world you made? No, I would never erase my existence. No, because I think even in an imperfect world, like you yourself can create a lot of good. So, no, I like my existence. Also, I think my existence is like a testament to my parents who I love and who were phenomenal parents. So, Joseph, I would not give up my existence for anything. I want to live a very long time, so no, even if it meant a perfect world. A man did what, says Kirby? I know, right? Joseph, you're so kind and generous. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Hannah. Thank you, Cheyenne. You're so sweet. No, I don't like women to like me, says Paul. Question, what does the baking soda do to the cookies? Because I use it to brush my teeth and clean stuff. So this is a rising agent. So this helps the cookies or whatever you're baking, if it's a cake or bread or cookies, pancakes, it helps it to rise, like puff up so it doesn't stay flat. All right, I need 1 teaspoon. Optimus Prime, I think bear pepper spray can be used in hunting seasons and cops use taser and pepper spray. Yeah, I'm like not about to have any like heavy duty stuff because it's like if you cause harm to another person, I mean, they could say, "Oh, hey, Hannah like assaulted me with bear spray or with a taser." It's just I'm not trying to get like criminally charged with stuff. All right, so 1 teaspoon of vanilla going in here. And I need to order some more vanilla because I am just about out of this. And then put this in here. Then I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of this unsweetened almond milk in here. Oh, Yujiro Hanma, hello. Good to see you again, Yujiro. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Hannah. I try to be a sweet person. You're very sweet on here, Cheyenne. I appreciate it. Oh, here we go. I'm glad you appreciate it. It is nice, Cheyenne. There's good news, though. Ooh. Oops. I'm glad you appreciate it, Hannah. How are you, girly? I'm doing good, Yujiro. Just making some cookies. It's a good day. It's Wednesday. I met up with my dad and my sister for a walk today, which was very nice. We just hung out and chatted about stuff. Solid day at work, just, you know, got some stuff done, moving the project forward. I'm watching the, I've got a news, basically like a, I don't know if it's a 24/7 news app, but I think it's just kind of like a news app that's constantly running, even if they're repeating stories, which they have. They're talking about this new explosive new wildfire in Los Angeles County, which I just, as someone who's so far away and has been watching this for days now, I'm like, how can these wildfires still be going? It's like, it's infuriating me, and I don't even live there. Like, this does not affect my life at all. Ugh, just like nightmare scenes coming out of California. Just tripped on my dog. Oh no, Bill, no. I hope you're okay. I hope you didn't injure yourself. All right. Optimus Prime. Oh, speaking of bear spray, I watched videos of these before to use the spray and the wind, but not against the wind or else, yeah, you really gotta know which direction the wind is blowing, which is unfortunate if you think about, like, if a bear just, like, surprise attacks you and you just try to spray it, but the wind happens to be coming at you, That would be double bad because you would be blinding yourself and then the bear is still coming at you. Maybe, who knows? Maybe the spray would still scare it off, but ugh, yeah, painful. Brian, I have thought about getting a couple of dogs. No bunnies. I would only ever think about getting dogs. I appreciate you, Yujiro. Thank you for saying you like my cooking. I'm just gonna put a couple of these things away. Wow. Ugh, chaos. Okay. Recipe, what does it say now? So, mix in the baking soda and salt. Oh. It does want me to put the flour. It does want me to mix the flour separately. So let me grab another bowl. I don't know if I have any though. Yeah, I've got one available mixing bowl right here. I have a prank on YouTube with bear spray. Some teens tell people to choose a number from 1 to 5. Spray the people with the bear spray. How much time they say. Oof, that's brutal. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Mix. Okay. So it says mix the baking soda and salt into 1/2 cup flour. Add the mixed flour and oats. Okay. I was getting a little confused here. So I'm gonna do 1/2 cup of this whole grain brown rice flour. I don't know if I've ever baked anything with brown rice flour before, but I'm excited to try it. Ooh, they even have a brownie recipe here on the back. Yum, this looks great. Wow, I should do this like next time. My dog almost tripped me a couple times and I got mad at my dog. Okay, thanks for asking. And I have to leave early. Sounds good, Back to the Future. No worries. I will see you on Friday. Thank you so much for moderating. I appreciate it so much. Let's see. Oh, half of this right here. Hi, the last Joe or the latest Joe. I definitely can tell that you are a mulatto now. All right, I'm gonna use a knife to just even this out. Good night, Back to the Future. Have a great evening, rest well, and I'll see you on Friday. All right, here we go. So here's, nope, not into the peanut butter, but here. And I'm gonna mix it with baking soda and salt. So just gotta check how much of each of those I need. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/3 teaspoon of salt. And I'm tempted to reduce the amount of salt only because my peanut butter is salted. Okay. My dog is black like my floor. Hannah, you're wearing 2 of my favorite colors right now, red and black. Yeah, I love red and black as well. I love them together. Baking soda and All right, I might just use this knife to kind of stir it around. Ooh, sorry guys, my nose is super itchy. Do you like baking over cooking? I do. Yes, you are correct, NC. I prefer baking to cooking. I like both, but baking is just, to me, it's so much more fun. It's very satisfying to see the dough or the batter or whatever it is that you mix together and put into a pan rise up and become a cake or a dough or whatever. So yeah, it's so fun. All right, so here's the flour mixture, and I'm gonna check to see how much oatmeal or rolled oats I need. I think it's 3/4 of a cup, so that's easy. I hope we have enough. Oh my gosh, there's like not a ton left in here. I didn't realize. So here's 1/2 cup, and then 1/4 cup. No snow here, just cold. That's kind of like us here in Minneapolis. We've got a little bit of snow, but we've been like freezing our butts off up here lately. It's been brutal. All right, so we're just gonna double check. Add more flour if the mixture is too sticky. Oh, I forgot about my coconut flour. I might add a little bit of this because I do love it. All right, and just checking that I've got all my ingredients. So peanut butter, maple syrup, almond milk, vanilla, oats, flour, baking soda, salt. Yep, that's everything. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna add in anything else. I just don't have any good like add-ins, really. Yeah, I'll leave them just like this. Call it good. All right. Which recipe? No, I'm making cookies, so nothing like a biryani. Let's see here. Thanks for helping me make a shopping list. That's true, yeah. You do have to be more precise with baking compared to cooking. But I do like the precision of it. I think it's fun. Oh, and I almost forgot, but I'm gonna go grab it. I'm gonna go get some, what is it? Pumpkin spice. What did she say here? It was recommended in this recipe, so I don't know if she says it though. Add spices such as cinnamon or pumpkin spice. I might just stick with like 1/2 teaspoon so it doesn't completely overwhelm the cookies. I hope it tastes good. I might be taking a little bit of a risk here, but I really think pumpkin spice will taste really good in these cookies. It'll be kind of like an autumn cookie. So I'm debating maybe a teaspoon. I'll go with a teaspoon and let you guys know if I think it's like a little heavy-handed. I love biryani, Srinivas, yes. I'm watching Hell's Kitchen, Rookies versus Vets. Oh, that sounds so entertaining, Rod. Add some rum to the cookies. I have no rum. I do not keep alcohol in my home. Alright. Yeah, if you mess up, you wasted so much effort and ingredients. Now I prefer normal cooking. Totally understandable. I get it. Alright. Ooh, this is so nice. Boy, I'm really torn. I might just stick to 1/2 of a teaspoon, maybe a tiny bit more. Because when you have something that has way too much cinnamon, way too much of a spice, it can just, at least for me, it really can put me off of whatever it is I'm eating. So I'm gonna be just a little bit conservative on the level of spice in there just to be careful. I'd prefer like a weaker spice flavor than way too much spice flavor. All right. Hi, Atira Moore. And we've got, I don't know how to say, oh, you were here before. Let me see if I can comment at you. Looks like it's a Korean name, but it might be Chinese. Hello. How do you say your name in English? Hopefully you're still here. Cookies coming along nice. I think they look good so far. Yeah, I love trying new recipes and seeing how they turn out. I just want to make sure everything gets mixed together here. And I do think I'm going to add a little bit more flour to this. Do you like spicy chips? Yes, I love anything spicy. Endo, I love spicy food. Burn out the germs. All right. Alrighty, so this is looking good, but I will add some more flour. Hi, Trey Caesar. In US hotels, biryani is available. I would say some, Srinivas. Scott Whitebird, I'm following someone else's recipe, so this is not my own recipe. Thank you, Nelson. Yeah, I didn't see what Sal said. Thank you, Bobby Johnson. I love these earrings. They're originally from the Christmas season, but I'm just wearing them regularly now. My son is in Florida getting the power back on. He's a lineman. Wow. Props to him. Did all the mods leave her? No, John is here. If you're look at the chat, Rod, you'll be able to see that John Puntini is moderating here because he's removing comments. I can see them. Troy, hit the bear some pipe. Good night. Bye, Scott Whitebird. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's read this recipe and what she said. How much extra flour to put in here. She's saying, add more flour if the mixture is too sticky. She says that I should add like 2 to 4 tablespoons more. So I am going to, oh, that was stupid. I'm gonna add a little more flour. Hello, whatever. I'm doing well. I'm making some cookies right now. Very much looking forward to eating them. What time is it? Okay, it's 10 p.m., not too late for me. Tomato is back. Add about 3 pints of tomato sauce. You just love tomatoes, don't you? So I'm gonna start with this coconut flour. It's just whatever little amount I've got left in here I would love to use up, because why not? Infused is Kartike. Thank you, J-Dog. Yes, I love these too. These are Jingle Bell earrings that are actually, they were an Amazon purchase for Christmas last month. And enough people thought they were cherries that I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna keep wearing them because people like them and some people think they're cherries. All right, so here's 1 tablespoon and here is 2 tablespoons. I didn't realize I had so much, I actually have a decent amount of this coconut flour left, but let's start with just that and see what happens. Okay, William Lynn is saying bye. Bye, William. Great having you here. Thank you so much. Your hair is down, looks nice. Thank you, Bill. Yes, I have had my hair down, I think since the weekend, or maybe since, I think it was on Sunday I had it on live for the first time. Maybe it was Monday. But yeah, people were asking, and I was like, you know what? I will wear it down so people will finally know what it looks like when I wear my hair down. I thought they were cherries too. Yes, it's when I ordered them, I didn't see it at first. I was like, oh, these are cute jingle bell earrings with a little green bow tie on the top. But people think they're cherries, which is, I think it's really fun actually, because it works with the food theme of my channel. Almost done mixing this. I think I'm gonna add one more tablespoon of coconut flour and call it good. Dang, my YouTube thing keeps crashing. All right, Paul says, yikes, yabba dabba do. Actually, here in the Highlands, it's very warm. The plants are budding and waiting for my sheep to give new life. Lambs, oh, that's so cute. Ardo like to watch TikTok drama. I don't know if you're talking about like the potential ban of TikTok. I was following that last week. What's your favorite donut to eat? I like the one with the chocolate in the middle. I do not like anything that has a filling in it. That creeps me out. I hate it. But I really love just an old-fashioned cake donut with chocolate frosting. That's my favorite kind of donut. All right, one more tablespoon and then let's get rolling. Jacob is saying, can I get a bowl of cereal, please? Not right now. Nelson, hope the cookies turn out well. Thank you, Nelson. I'm hopeful. This is a brand new recipe. I was looking to see how I could use whatever ingredients I already had on hand here so I wouldn't have to go out and buy more. And I found this one, and we're gonna see how good it is. I'm usually a pretty good sport. If things don't turn out great, I'll still eat them. It's 11 o'clock where you are, Bill. Okay. Ashley Trevino, I've heard the name, but I can't think of who she is. Hi, Anwar Ben Reef. Good to see you here. Hi, Reputation. Thank you. I was just thinking about when is Taylor Swift gonna release her re-recorded Reputation album. I love Reputation. It's my favorite album from her. And your username made me think about it again. 10 over her, says Tomato. Trader Joe's or Aldi? I would go to Trader Joe's over Aldi. I don't really like Aldi. Duffy Light, you asked the right question. If you go to my channel, I literally today posted a video about my skincare products. It's 5 a.m. for you. Whew, Anwar, that is early. Goodness gracious. I rarely see the 5 o'clock hour in the morning because I'm a very nocturnal person by nature. What part of the country are you in? J-Dog, I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota, so up north, pretty close to Canada. OMG, for real, me too, says Reputation. It's 3 p.m. for you. Oh, interesting. Are you in like Hawaii or something? Because that's quite a ways earlier than like even California. California, it would be like 8 p.m. So I'm wondering if you're like in the Pacific Island area or something. I'm a zombie. I don't sleep. Oh my gosh. I'm a zombie if I don't sleep. I am just a wreck if I don't get enough sleep, you guys. I wish I could get by on much fewer, but I've made that mistake in adulthood, like especially in my later 20s and now my 30s. And I like even last week, there were either 2 or 3 days in a row where I had to get like 6 hours and 6 hours back to back overnight. And I was actually starting to feel sick by day 3. I was like, I feel unwell, my eyes hurt, I'm starting to get a scratchiness in my throat. So people who can manage on such little sleep consistently, I do not understand. You're in Australia. Oh my God, you're already on your Thursday. I was so confused. I was like trying to work backwards. I'm like, wow, it's already 8 p.m. or sorry, 10 p.m. for me here in central United States. And I was like, who would be that far behind me? But you're literally that far in front of me. Wow, reputation. Very cool. Love to see another Aussie in here. Hey, I'm Aussie. Oh, I'm Moroccan. Cool. Oh, Joseph is here. If you were forced to choose between saving the life of one person you deeply love or saving the lives of 1,000 strangers, who would you choose and why? Because I would 100% without hesitation, I would save the life of one person I deeply love because I just don't care enough. And this sounds cold, but I think it goes back to like human tribes and like your circle. I don't care enough about 1,000 strangers compared to the one person I love the most. So that is an easy like to me, family comes before everything else. So one person. You get used to it. Says Rich Homie Slawson. Yeah, LOL. You should watch Werewolf. I really want to watch. If you're talking about Wolfman, Brian, that one I really want to see. Grita is from Brazil. Hi, Grita. I don't understand any English, just the basics. Hey, Grita, you're in the right spot. I would encourage you, continue to watch YouTube live streams, read the chat, try to understand what people are typing, what people are saying, whoever is speaking on the live stream, because that's how you will learn native speaker English very well if you watch like content creation and Netflix shows. So I hope your English learning comes along well. Keen Noonan, I'm making peanut butter and oat cookies. I'm about to get my cookie sheet out of the oven. That's where I store it. All ready to go right here. Who is your favorite singer? Reputation. It's Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift, you guys. She's amazing. All right. We've got Rod saying family over everything. Yes, that I'm like, to me it's so obvious, but I'm like it's like animals are like this, like animals are like mama bears and mama lions and take any mother from the animal kingdom and they will like throw themselves on the fire or absolutely tear apart anything that tries to touch their babies. I mean, I don't have kids, but I feel a similar level of like loyalty and devotion to my family, where it's like if bad things happen to strangers, I feel bad for them as a fellow human. But like family, to me, nothing comes close to loving my family. So that one was a very easy one to answer, and it's honest. Like I would have no issue picking one family member or someone who I love the most over 1,000 strangers. We've got someone in Clearwater Beach, Florida. Samantha, do you have snow right now? Because I'm seeing some crazy snow coverage going on in the south. And I'm in the north. I'm in Minnesota. We barely have any snow in Minneapolis. It's very frustrating. But yeah, I can't believe what I'm seeing in those states. Kirby says easy pick, LOL. Yes, very easy pick. Hi Collectibles, just making some cookies. Anwar, well anyway, Miss Hannah, have a nice night. I need to go bye. Bye Anwar. Wolfman, that's the one. Yes, I really want to see Wolfman. Brian, I understood some of your words. Thank you for talking to me. You're welcome, Greta. I'm excited you're learning English. It's a great language. I'm biased. Reputation says, OMG, me too, yay. Hi, Disha. Hi, Draco. Sup, G. Lalo. Let's see. Impala, hello, Hannah. What have I missed? I made some corn polenta, basically corn porridge, earlier this evening. I've been on here now for a little over a couple hours. And now I'm making some peanut butter oatmeal cookies. I like Teddy Swims. I don't know what that is. Oh, I gotta go bye. Bye, Reputation. Have a great Thursday, rest of your Thursday over in Australia. Rod says 1,000 body bags. Don't know what that refers to. How old is Taylor Swift? No, Brian. Taylor Swift just turned 35 last month. Her birthday is December 13. So she's 4 years older than I am. I got to go bye. Bye, Reputation. Can you send a kiss here to Rio de Janeiro? Sí, I don't know how to say it in Portuguese, but I can say un beso desde Minneapolis, Minnesota, a ti, Grita. Hopefully you could understand some of that, because Spanish and Portuguese are kind of similar. John Frasa, making cookies. That's what's up. How about you? Reputation, whoever asked how old Taylor Swift is, I'm pretty sure she's 35. Yes, she is 35. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Reputation. All right, Teddy Swims is a singer. Maybe I'd recognize the music, but I don't know. Greet says here it is early morning. It's 1:12. To me, that would be like a late night. I would not consider 1:12 morning, but I guess technically it is. Oh, I see. Bejo. Okay, so it is similar. One kiss, a kiss. Are they done? The cookies, no tomato. I'm still yapping and haven't gotten the cookies rolled out yet, but I'm gonna do that now. Let's see here. So what I'm gonna do is use 1.5 tablespoon cookie scoop. I'm just gonna use this right here. 1 tablespoon to scoop out some of the batter here and roll the cookies. I'm sad that the Vikings lost. Me too, to goat. It's sad, but also not unexpected. They can't seem to ever, well, no, they never, have won the Super Bowl before. It's very sad. But it's sad to just know that there's no more Vikings games to watch this season because they're all done. So sad. All right. Oh my gosh, Cassidy is here. Hi, Cassidy. How are you? I'm making some peanut butter and oatmeal cookies. I should not be having this much forgetfulness. I've said that so many times tonight. Carly Douglas is back too. This is great. Sorry that you're freezing, John Frasa. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Cassidy, my Wednesday was great. Also, Cassidy, I thought about you. I think it was yesterday. I got this email from YouTube, and they were emailing me and probably a bunch of other smaller creators. And they call it a YouTube boot camp for setting up your channel memberships. And Cassidy, I specifically remember you mentioning that you would love to see channel memberships as a feature on my channel. And I really would like to start them. I kind of, though, am at a place where I just don't know exactly what I would want to offer members or what my filming schedule would be for the members only content. But I applied for this YouTube creator boot camp specifically designed for creating channel memberships. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what Cassidy was asking about. Probably last month when I announced to you guys that I finally got monetized on my channel. So I will keep you posted on when that might be coming, because I think it'd be really fun. All right, but I did have a good Wednesday. How about you, Cassidy? And Carly, yes. That not even in the oven yet, correct. I don't want to miss your content, so I'm going to subscribers. Okay, bye for real this time. Bye, Reputation. Good to chat with you. I appreciate the sub. Tomato, I'm in Minnesota. Cassidy says, I'm still celebrating Ohio State Buckeyes championship. Yes. My sister went to a watch party on Monday night, And I think she was pretty neutral, as was I. I like Notre Dame and I like Ohio State. So when I saw that Ohio State won, I was like, that's cool. Ohio's cool. I like it. Do you know any Brazilian singers? I don't know a single Brazilian singer, like at least that I can think of. Grita. Thank you, Aliaya, the pink girl. I appreciate it. Hey Hannah, when you gonna put your hair up? JK LOL, right? I know. People were so much like, they were like, oh my god, wear your hair down. What does your hair look like down? Release your hair, open your hair. And I was like, guys, I'll get around to it, I promise. And here it is. It's probably gonna go back up in a bun, I would say, probably tomorrow. I like to keep it up most days just to protect it from breakage. Teddy Swims is a song. Oh, I mean, I don't know what's going on with this. I get like, I don't know who sings songs. I know artists and I recognize songs if they're played for me, but I'm not good at keeping track of who is the artist or what the song is, what the album is, yada, yada, yada. We've got Alexander Badia Cubero from Costa Rica. Saludos, Alexander. Do you have a bird named Blue? I do not. Tomato. Let's see, I'm cooking for a birthday party, sausage and peppers. Cool. Sounds fun. John? All right. Brian says Chelsea's going to win. Noting this year, Liverpool is the best team to win it, or Arsenal. Oh, you're saying Chelsea is going to win nothing this year. Yeah, I agree with you. I think we're doing good this season. It's been fun to watch Chelsea compared to the last few years. However, we still just are not on the same level as Liverpool. I would say Liverpool is going to win the Premier League over in England. And Arsenal is looking good too. I'm still just kind of shocked at how poorly Manchester City has been playing this year. Javid, I am not in London, I'm in Minnesota, but the teams that I support in the English Premier League are both in London. I support Arsenal and I support Chelsea. And I do love London. I was there a couple times pre-COVID, so it has been a while now. Liverpool, never walk alone. I like Liverpool. I don't really hate any teams. I won't root against a team. So I'm happy for Liverpool, the new coach, Mo Salah, and just this past weekend I was watching the Liverpool game and Darwin Nunez had a couple of beautiful goals to give Liverpool the win. I think it was Brentford who they were playing. And it was really cool. So I'm happy for them. I think Liverpool is a great team. Grita says Newcastle United. I like Newcastle United. Javid says Leeds. They're not in the Premier League. They got relegated. High Rated Frog, you're back and you're wondering, it looks like. I've been writing a lot, but they keep getting deleted. Oh no, I'm sorry. Maybe, I haven't seen any comments from you. Like, I can see when a moderator has removed a comment. Actually, I think all my moderators might have left. Maybe John is still here, I could be wrong. But it could be that there's a word or a phrase that I've shadow banned in the settings, so it might be that. But I haven't seen anyone remove your comments, Rated Frog. I'm a flamenco fan. Have I heard of it? I don't know what that is. Like the dancing flamenco? I don't know. Probably not, Grita. Cassie says you don't have to offer anything over the top special on memberships, just something like maybe getting ready for a run or just something exclusive behind the scenes. Okay, great to hear that. I feel like maybe it's a weakness, although I think it's served me well in my life so far. I think I can overthink and make things a bigger deal than they need to be. Like, oh my God, they need to have like X number of perks and then they need to see this and that. And it's just like, you don't need to make things so complicated all the time. All right, Arsenal Gunners, yes. John, you do whatever you feel like doing. I'm not telling you to sub to anything. Hi, Carly Douglas. Sorry to hear that, Rated Frog. I don't know what it would be in your comments that would have been like shadow blocked by the settings. Of course I know Neymar, yes. Mail me some of that, says Carly. Brian, the best Chelsea side was when Costa and Drogba were playing. I love Didier Drogba. He's my favorite Chelsea player from franchise history. I grew up watching him. Probably like in middle school and high school was his heyday. And yeah, I miss those days. It was just such a great dynamic. Paula says, yes, I'll make my own cookies. 5 Haunted Library, Oxford, United Kingdom. Lampard 2. I really liked Frank Lampard. Love your videos. Thanks, Vic G. Good to see you again. Okay, John, you are still here. Great. Speaking of Chelsea and West Ham, the Hammers just fired the coach from the start of the year and just hired Graham Potter. No way. Okay. I'm here for it. There's always some drama with the managers or people getting traded away. I don't know. Okay. Rated Frog says, LOL, I'm the biggest overthinker. I've even lost relationships over it. No, Rated Frog. I mean, I will say this. Yes, overthinking can you can get stuck in, they call it analysis paralysis, where you make no decisions and you don't make any progress in the situation because you're just stuck thinking and thinking and thinking and you never take any action. But I think as a general rule, this is how I've lived my life, and I am very proud of my life up until now. No regrets. I wouldn't go back and change anything. I think it's better to live your life a bit more on the cautious side and actually like think things through and not make rash decisions. If I have a big decision to make on something, I will usually give myself one night at least to literally sleep on it and wake up and be like, okay, now I've been asleep for 8 hours. How do I feel about this now? Maybe even like a week. I'll wait a week on something and then see how I'm feeling. So yeah, I don't know. I think there's pros and cons, but overall I actually think overthinking is a net positive than a net negative. Carly Douglas says, what's your style? I would say personality-wise and fashion-wise. So I would say like at heart, I'm a tomboy and I love athleisure. Athleisure is my favorite clothing to wear because it's comfortable, it can be fashionable, and it's functional too. I mean, you can walk around in it, you can move in it, you can run in it, you can sweat in it. It's built for, being worked out in. So yeah, I would say my core essence of like my style is like tomboy, athleisure, sporty girl, and I don't know. Yeah, and simple attire. I would go back and change a lot. You say that and yet you're so young, Rated Frog. Shoot, I missed a comment that had Ronaldinho in it, I think, is what I saw. Cookies with maple syrup, correct. Lampard played a lot too. Definitely take advantage of all the benefits of getting this far on YouTube. Yes, I know, Cassidy. That's the thing is like, I really am trying to, go live a lot, post a lot, take advantage of all the features and memberships. That's why I applied to this creator bootcamp for memberships, because I feel like I need someone to just, and it's like a YouTube employee. He works for YouTube and his title is like a creator manager or something like that. So he works for YouTube and then his role is to like reach out and host these like boot camps for creators who are, maybe they haven't taken advantage of a certain monetization feature. So I saw the email come through and I was like, yeah, I think I just need someone from YouTube who works for the platform to just give me a lesson or just give me this training on tips and tricks and best practices for memberships, because I'm kind of like, I think I know what I would offer, but it's just, I like having kind of examples and ideas in my head from other people. Wendy Koo is here. Hello, Wendy. Drogba always reminded me of an off-brand Ronaldo. That's so funny. Off-brand Ronaldo, I love that. Rod, how many cookies does the recipe say you'll make? I'm gonna guess it's gonna be just about a dozen, because I am rolling out ball number 8, and it looks like I'll maybe make, 3 to 4 more based on what's left in here, Rod. I got rejected for Valentine's Day. Hey, you know what? YT Bowden, like, 10 times out of 10, I would take rejection over not shooting your shot and wondering for the rest of your life what might have happened. So, like, yeah, it sucks, and being rejected is not fun. I've been rejected, like, I think most people in their lives, depending on how old you are, like, have gotten rejected in some way, and it is not fun. But at least you can move forward and know, like, hey, I shot my shot, I tried, and it didn't work out. That is, like, to me, way better than having regrets and wondering, like, if I had just asked that person out, or if I had just made this choice and I was too afraid in the moment, and you're wondering, like, what could have been. That is the worst. I think that is just such a sad place to be, to have those kinds of thoughts that, like, stick around with you. So I think it's okay, YT Bowden. Also, there's so many successful people. Just, like, Google how many successful people have been rejected or got fired from their jobs before they became massively successful. You will find a long list. Great example. I love J.K. Rowling, and she was rejected from, I believe it was 12 publishers before the 13th book publisher decided that Harry Potter was a good enough story to publish. So just imagine if, like, J.K. Rowling had given up after her, like, 3rd or 4th rejection. Like, we may have never ever gotten the benefit of the Harry Potter books or the movies. So, like, yeah, that woman was rejected so many times, and look at her now, laughing all the way to the bank. All right, comparing Ronaldinho, where was I? Ronaldinho to Drogba makes no sense. Did you find something? Ronaldinho, one of the greatest. He kind of dropped off, though. Like, he kind of, like, he was famous, and then he fizzled very fast compared to Messi or Ronaldo. He didn't really last. Rip Dennis Law, 84, great man, United player. Oh, I didn't know this, Rich. That's sad. All right, other way around, Greta, correct. Kirby, I gotta agree with you there. Ronaldinho, he wasn't exactly like a flash in the pan, but his career, to me, I remember watching, like, a short biography on him, and his career was just so short-lived compared to even Neymar, Frank Lampard, Ryan Giggs, Peter Cech, Olivier Giroud, even Ronaldo, Messi, who's the guy with the bun, Ibrahimovic, oh my god, Luka Modric, been on Real Madrid for what feels like forever. So yeah, he was great, but it didn't last that long with Ronaldinho. Oh, Dwayne, that's an aggressive question, and I don't have an answer for you. But I'm sorry that you're going through that. All right, looks like there's gonna be one more cookie that I get out of this batch. All right, John says, John Frassa, always go with your first thought is the best thought. I agree with that. Going with your gut. I think my gut is like, what's up, okay? Whenever I have betrayed my gut instincts, I would say though, even though I don't have like substantial regrets, I can think of times where I've kicked myself. Like, I knew what I wanted to do the first time around, and then I second guessed myself and went the other way. So yeah, go with your gut, go with your first like reaction. Okay. Have to admit that back then Man United was a monster side in Man City with Sergio Aguero. True, but the last 3 years have been bad. Oh no, Rated Frog. I'm sorry. I hope they get better for you. Remember the song I'm a Girl Watcher. I don't know what that is. Thank you, Jalen. I appreciate it. Also, guys, we made it to 100 likes. I appreciate this so much. You hold up well, says Paul. May I pray for you? You can do whatever you want, money. I will not turn away a blessing or a prayer from anyone, from any religion. I appreciate that energy. 100 likes. Ooh, Rod is saying be your own Valentine. Yes, you guys, Valentine's Day is not just for the couples. I've had my like range of Valentine's Days where it's like with a partner, boyfriend, with my girlfriends, solo, with my parents, like just I feel like there's really fun ways to do Valentine's Day. It doesn't have to just be couples. I do love Valentine's Day. I know some people hate it, but I love it. Thanks, Kirby. Thick and juicy one. I'm making some potentially thick and juicy peanut butter and oatmeal cookies. Andrew Estrada, can I have some food, please? You know as well as I do, I can't send you this food through the screen. And I don't ship food as part of my YouTube channel because I'm pretty sure that would require like some kind of health code requirement, something or other. Laughing all the way to the bank, correct. That was J.K. Rowling I was talking about. That woman is loaded. If I wanted a wife, I would travel to the Philippines, says Paul. Rated Frog says, same as the actor who played Thanos. Someone told him he would never be an actor, and now he's in so many movies. Yeah, okay, so people, it looks like these comments are about like people who have faced rejection. There are so many, like Michael Jordan was either cut or was benched on his high school basketball team. I'm trying to think of like my heroes who were told, oh, Taylor Swift, that's an easy one. She went to Nashville and was like going up and down like Music Row or whatever they call it, giving her like cassettes and her business info to like the record producers, and they're just like, sorry kid, like we don't know you. So no one accepted her, and it's just like, you just have to keep going after your dream and ignore the naysayers. Like the naysayers want you to fail and want you to stay just where you are, and you can't let that happen. All right. Ronaldinho got lazy and had drinking and gambling problems. Yes, I remember hearing that in it was like a YouTube video that was maybe 30 minutes long, but it was basically just about the career of Ronaldinho. Same as the Hulk actor, he got rejected 650 times before he got his first acting job. Yep. You can never, ever, ever let rejection stop you, because life is full of rejection, and it's just a part of life. All right, I think I missed a few comments. Oh, I'm realizing I did not start my oven. I better start that. Okay, John, yeah, I think that's him. Ibrahimovic might be the most confident, huge ego player I've ever seen. Yes, I had the privilege of seeing Ibrahimovic in person. I watched him play for PSG when I was in Paris, and it was really cool. And that man is quite confident, but also he's Ibrahimovic, so it's like he's got something to back it up. I liked and subbed your channel. Thank you, John Frassa. I appreciate it. Hi, Cassadar Khan. Of course, he did Kirby. Ignore the haters. Yes, you gotta always ignore the haters. Yes, Michael Jordan got cut his sophomore year of high school. Yes. Paul, I have not even started my oven to preheat, so I'm going to do that in a second. But Rachie is here. You guys, my sister is here, Rachel Gore. Also, Rach, I love your new profile picture. It's so cute. I love the white. For like a split second, I was like, wait, that's Rachie, but it's the new profile picture. Pre-Chanabi, I don't know if it was you're referring to when I was talking about rejection or haters, but yeah, you just gotta keep going and ignore the haters. Paul says, laugh. Let me be the first to say happy Valentine's Day. Oh, you're 3 weeks early. I appreciate it, John. Very sweet. Not rejection. I don't understand your comment, El Chupacabra. All right, oven is going on. And I gotta double check how hot the oven has to be. So this is what the little cookie dough balls look like. I think I might have to flatten them, but they look cute. I'm hopeful. I'm gonna just check this recipe, and again, I'll put it in the chat since I think some of you were wondering. Again, here's the recipe, y'all. And it says that I should bake them at 350, very convenient. That's actually the preset temperature. Whenever I hit the start button on my oven, it automatically starts at 350, or it will heat to 350. So 350 Fahrenheit for 12 to 14 minutes. Press each scoop down to flatten. Okay, so I guess I will maybe use a fork to do that. Kind of like a crosshatch pattern is what I'm thinking. Ugh, my nose is always so itchy. Cute Food Natural says Italo Lira. Oh my gosh, I remember you, Italo Lira. How are you? Who's older? Rod, I am older than Rachel Gore by 1.5 years. And Rachie has a birthday coming up in March. I know it's still a little early, but I'm excited for it. All right, so I'm just gonna press these flat and hope that they bake okay. Reaches out to lunch. Funny. Remember, Rachel, you are 5'3", not 5'2". Yes, a fork. Italo Lira is in Brazil. Okay, Rachie, March 8th. Oh, is that your birthday, Rated Frog? Are you a March birthday? Happy birthday, everybody. You got the magic in you, says David. I hope I do. I hope I have a little magic in me. Are you going to make Rachel's birthday cake? Oh, that's a great idea. I would love to do that. I hadn't thought about it. I don't think I've ever made her a birthday cake before, and that would be wonderful. What are you making, Paul Conte? Libra gang. Paul, I'm making some peanut butter and oatmeal cookies. LOL, no, I was guessing your sister's birthday. Oh, that's right, you're a 13 birthday. Yes, sorry, Rated Frog. It's not March 8th. I'll give you a hint. You can probably guess it after I give you this hint, Rated Frog. My sister was supposed to be an April Fool's birthday, but she wasn't. Looks delicious. Thank you, Superman Love. What flour do you use? Hi, Chief the Medicine Man. I'll show you before I put these away. It's kind of over here. So I used mostly, oh shoot. I used mostly this brown rice flour. So these cookies are both vegan and gluten-free. So I think it was a half cup of brown rice flour. And then I used 3 tablespoons. I have barely any of this left. But 3 tablespoons of this organic coconut flour. You can tell I really love Bob's Red Mill. It's such a good brand. It's like the word makes it everybody happy as the magic in you. Looks delicious, thank you. Yes, March 31st, you got it, Rated Frog. That is my sister's birthday. Brian is asking, what horoscope am I? I'm a Virgo. My birthday is on September 13. Thank you, Monica Briones, or Brions. TBH, April Fool's Day is the only day I don't like because some people try to fool me, but that never happens to me. I think I've been fooled maybe a few times on April Fool's, but nothing like super big. Hi, awesome. Fun to see you at the premiere today. Thank you for attending. That was great. How much did you put flour in? So I did a half cup of the brown rice flour, and I did 3 tablespoons of the coconut flour. I'm gonna put them away now, just to make some more space. And I actually wanna I wanna eat some of the polenta that I cooked up earlier, way at the beginning of this live. I'm now going on 3 hours here. It's like the word, it makes everybody happy as the magic in you. Those sound like lyrics. All right. Bob's Red Mill is one of our customers at work. They also have a restaurant at their... No way! I have to go to this restaurant. I'm writing this down because another flour company that I love is the King Arthur Flour Company, and they're based out of Vermont. And dang it, I'm always missing my pen. But I'll finish my thought before I go searching for it. So I have wanted to basically do like a fun little like pilgrimage out to Vermont and go to the King Arthur Baking Company headquarters, and they have like a cooking school there, and I don't know what else is there, but it looks really cute. And now I want to go to the restaurant. Okay, so John was saying check out Bob's Red Mill. Oh, I can't write, geez. Mill restaurant in or near Portland. I've never been to Portland either, so that'd be a fun trip just to see that area. Oh, a Virgo, and what am I? Libra man, no joke. Nice. My birthday, January 2nd. Oh, John, happy belated birthday to you. Very cool. You're like basically a New Year's baby. Thank you, David. You like red beans and rice or roti and red beans? I like all those things, Brian. I just like your chat, says Paul. Hannah, you're so pretty. Thank you, Trisna D. All right, I'm gonna keep putting some stuff away. I think I'll put this in my fridge. I'm also just like really hungry right now. Like really hungry and thirsty. So I think I'm gonna have some of this. Shoot. Oh. Can you follow me, says Sophia Trent. Sure. Thanks, MC. I'm surprised that America has not gone metric units, still using Fahrenheit and feet and inches. I would say that's very on brand for the United States, where it's like, even if everybody else is using something, like, we're America and we're gonna do it our way. I think that sums up the United States in a nutshell. I'm not criticizing it, I actually love it, but it does make the conversion confusing. Like whenever I was traveling overseas or was living in like Germany, they use all like metric system and yeah, like the centigrade Celsius. And I was just like, man, I kept having to like revert back to Fahrenheit and feet and inches and pounds. I don't think it's ever changing. Not at this point. We've had so many years to switch over, and I just don't think now we would. Superman says, I hope you will show us how you make vegan mac and cheese. I've always wanted to try one day. They actually sell like boxed vegan mac and cheese boxes at my grocery store. You could probably order them from Target and Walmart too. Yeah, there's really great options. I could do like a simple one where you just like use it from a box. Shoot, who was that? That was Superman Love. David, I love coffee. I drink coffee every single day. Old man can have a young wife. Yes, Paul. Your real name and what are you cooking? I do not give out my full name on here. Raiden Velis. I am cooking, or I am baking cookies. They're over here on my baking sheet. I was not in the army. I'm not a vet. Chief the medicine man. If space travel becomes affordable and routine, would you consider it, Banana? Ooh, that's a good question. I've never liked outer space anything, like movies, Star Wars, Star Trek. It's never, I'm cool, like, hanging out on Earth. Like, I don't really care about what's out there much. I think it's interesting, but I don't really find it that interesting, or it's not important for my own life. I would consider going on, like, a civilian rocket ship just to, like, see outer space. But I would want a lot of people to go before me just to, like, you know, make sure it's like safer and they can troubleshoot anything that's going wrong. I like chocolate tea and marshmallows. Yum. Sounds delish. Hannah, start weighing in stones. Absolutely not, Kirby. Optimus Prime is going to sleep. All right, guys, you heard the buzzer or the beep go off. So I'm going to be putting these cute little cookies into my oven. I think I'll start with 12 minutes and then see how they're doing. And in the meantime, I'll just keep putting stuff away. Zero gravity experience, right? I would love, love, love to just understand what it's like to be in outer space, to experience zero gravity. Because that is just so unusual to me. All right, more stuff. Got a lot to clean up. It shouldn't take me too long, hopefully, John. Have you ever tried M&Ms? Oh yes, I've had many M&Ms in my life. David. OG Kirby and OG Hannah, let's go. This is George. Hi, George. Is your dream to go to outer space? No, it's not a dream of mine, but I think it'd be cool if the opportunity, like if someone was like, hey, like come to outer space and shit. Like if I got free tickets to go or someone dragged me along, sure, but just there's nothing pulling me to go to outer space. Please consider being a chef. I don't know if I would actually want like the paycheck and the career of being a chef. I think it would take a lot of the fun out of cooking and baking actually. I love just doing it on my own time, doing my own recipes. I think being a chef, unless I worked at like a vegan restaurant, I would have to know how to make like meat dishes, dairy dishes, which I just don't have any interest in. So yeah, I don't think I would actually pursue a career in being a chef. I would just want to be, honestly, I want, and I am, but I would love to grow my channel more. I would love to just continue being a monetized YouTuber who focuses mostly on food. You're a teaching one, says Paul. I like M&M. I like soup and peanut butter. All right, David. Quadruple OG George, where you been? I am baking, Michael Hess. I just a minute ago put a tray of cookies, like cookie dough balls, into the oven. Robert says, who cares about outer space? I can think of one person, Elon Musk. He cares a lot about outer space. He's sending rocket ships up there every other day, it seems. He's got Starlink. He's got Occupy Mars. Yeah, the man is like all about outer space. I'm a chef, it's great, says John. George says, working, I'd rather be stuck at the bottom of a well. Oh no. Bye, Superman love. I hope you have a beautiful night as well. You don't know Han Solo and Darth Vader? Of course I do. I mean, I've watched the Star Wars movies. I just don't really like Star Wars. Like, I don't like intergalactic anything. I find it just really ugly. Like, the look of it, I don't like. I'd rather just stick to Earth and have whatever I'm watching take place there. Michael Hess says, yum. Do you like peanut butter and syrup? Yes, that's exactly what's in my cookies. I've got maple syrup and peanut butter in these cookies that just went into the oven. Cassidy says, I know not everyone likes to go all out for Valentine's Day, but I love it. What's your favorite thing about Valentine's Day? Oh my God. Where do I begin? I love so many things about Valentine's Day. I love getting roses. I love getting flowers on Valentine's Day, or any kind of bouquet. I'm very much like a classic, like mushy gushy cute, like flowers, chocolates, like cute date nights out, what other things, like cards, candies. I love the special editions of all the candies you see at the grocery store. I think M&M's has like red and pink and white M&Ms that they do for Valentine's Day. I love the little candy hearts that say, will you be mine, or I love you. My favorite color is pink. I love just like girly pink stuff, even though I did just say I'm a tomboy. I love like that cutesy part of like girly stuff. So I love just like the pink everywhere. And I think it's just like a pretty holiday, like the flowers and the chocolates and the gifts. Yeah, I would say those are all my highlights of Valentine's Day. What kind of cookies? Michael, I'm making peanut butter and oatmeal cookies. MC says you should check out videos of animals being in zero gravity in space, everything from chimps to birds. Quite the sight to see how they act. That sounds hilarious. I will check that out, MC. I have a return ticket to Mars. You taking that holiday? I wouldn't take it now, but maybe in like 20 years. It's still so early in the game of like going out to Mars. I would not be going anytime soon. George been grinding, says Kirby. Food-wise, what's something you refuse to give up? Probably chocolate. That's just like my favorite like sweet thing to eat. Rich is asking, Hannah, how much more expensive is buying vegan food compared to non-vegan like most of us? It's actually very cheap compared to, like, everyone this past year was complaining about the price of eggs has gone up, the price of milk has gone up, the price of beef has gone, and I'm just like, I don't eat any of this stuff. Literally, I mean, I think if you're buying like specialty, I don't know why this is like I think this is like a misconception actually about vegan diet being expensive. It's actually a lot. Like if you look at a lot of cultures around the world, the vegetarian options, like the plant-based food, was actually what like the poor peasants would eat historically. Like in my dad's culture, he's from Ethiopia, and like the chickpea lentil dishes, like those were very much like that's what every person can eat because it's not as expensive. It's like the high expensive, like well-fed cattle that are killed for meat, and the animal stuff. I mean, those, I feel like eating vegan is so cheap. So I eat potatoes, brown rice, tofu, lentils, garbanzo beans, almond milk, which I'll show you. Like this, each of these containers of almond milk cost $1.75 at Target.com. So honestly, if you stick to the basics, like tonight I just made some corn polenta, so it's literally just cornmeal porridge. Eating vegan is like cheap because I don't buy any meat, I don't buy any eggs, I don't buy any dairy products, and I stick to just whole grains, vegetables, some fruit, and beans. So yeah, it's cheap. Well, there ain't no life out there, says Robert. I don't like heights, says Paul. Where was I? Okay, that's what you think, Robert. Yeah, there could be life out there, who knows? Kirby, will you be my Valentine? Who likes our space anyways? I just like watching to see what she makes. That's what I know, MC. Not even Robert. So the simple things, yes, Rod. Because I think you were the one asking. Maybe not. I'm losing track of the chat here. Do you think I'll win states in wrestling? I don't know. I don't know you. You obviously haven't researched the astronomy, says MC. I don't know if you're talking to me. You like teddy bears too, Hannah. Love is my favorite thing about Valentine's Day. Yes. It's like the celebration of love and in all of its forms. I think like my parents have always gotten me like a cute Valentine's Day card with like a little gift card in it. Usually my aunt and uncle will send me a Valentine's Day card. My grandparents sometimes will. So I feel like it's like, yes, I would say it's mostly romantic love that is the center, like the main thing of Valentine's Day, but I also think you can celebrate Valentine's Day with your family and your friends. It doesn't necessarily have to be just like romantic relationships that you're celebrating. Valentine's Day is a good day to drive for DoorDash. Ooh, that is smart, John. I would never have thought of that, but I see it now, why that would be a great day to make some cash. Sorry, Hannah, I can't be your Valentine this year. I have a special night planned for Kirby. All good, Kirby and George. Are you a secret chef? I'm not a secret chef, no. My day job is data analytics. I am not a chef by day. Everybody sent Hannah roses on Valentine's Day. That's sweet. You guys don't have to, and also I don't have a mailing address that you guys can send anything to, unfortunately, but I do that as like a safety measure. Hannah, these egg prices are benefiting me so much. I'm making bank. You could give me a quiz, right? Actually, you should do this, you guys. Someone should type out like a poll for me, and give me 4 options to like guess the price of eggs, because I have truly I have no idea what a carton of eggs costs. Like, what would be an outrageous price and what would be a steal? Like, I'm guessing it's not $3, but is like $10 a lot for a dozen eggs? Is $6 a lot? I truly, because I can't think of the last time I would have purchased eggs. I don't think I ever have, because I went vegan in high school and I wasn't buying my own groceries then. Anyways, they're out there, Robert. We'll highly likely never gonna know because of the sheer vastness of space. Hi, Dominic Ridley. How are you? I hope you're staying warm. The price of existence has gone up. That is true. Oh, goodness. Thank you for the emojis, David. Hannah, okay, I read that one. Okay, top 5 things you would not give up to eat. I bet your cereal and cookies. It would be potatoes, lentils, quinoa, tofu, and chocolate. Those are the 5 things I wouldn't give up, Brian. Eating vegan is deadly too, Hannah. Trying to get me choking to death on almonds. Yeah. As if veganism is the problem there. My guilty pleasure, says hard member. I guess I meant because you have to buy a lot for baking as well. Oh, I see what you're saying for like price of stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's still not that expensive, I've found. To travel to the nearest star to us with current technology would take around 70,000 years, and that's only the nearest star, yeah. Outer space is crazy. It's so crazy. No woman has given me a Valentine's Day gift. You forgot a word in there, Paul, and the word is yet. You never know. Could be this year, could be next year. But I would say just like if that's something you want, maybe it's not, but if it's something you want, just think about it that way. Like it hasn't happened yet, but it will happen in the future. Hi, Amma Clay. Love the heart eye emojis. Evelyn Taylor is saying $5. Is it 5 o'clock for you, Evelyn? Because it's just about it's 11:03 p.m. for me, which is honestly insane. Just send her the money for the roses. Not necessary, but very sweet. $3.49 for a dozen large here. See, that to me seems like really cheap for a dozen things, but maybe I'm wrong. What part of the country for buying the eggs? Good question. Midwest, because that's where I'm at, but maybe because I know, John, you're out west. 70,000 years of travel with our current technology, basically realm of 70,000 generations being born. Yeah, it's crazy. What's your earliest school memory? Probably getting on the school bus with a friend of mine in kindergarten. I just distinctly remember sitting on the bus and being like nervous about going to kindergarten. Or was it first grade? I think it was kindergarten, but maybe I'm wrong. Yes, oven timer did go off, Paul. Thank you for the reminder. Ooh, let's see what's going on. Okay, I think, let me see here. I think I might leave them in there for like 1 more minute and then take them out. All right, let's see here. George is saying, Hannah, you should paint your nails red to go with the apron and earrings. I'm not, so like I said, I'm a tomboy. I've never really been into nail polish. I like clear nail polish, but I really only paint my nails with a protective clear polish to save them from all the water, like hand washing that I do. So I don't know. I love my natural nails, so I don't really like painting on them. Paul says, not yet. All clean now. Time for sleeping tonight. Not quite yet. The night is still young, at least for me it is. Hi, Neely Games. How are you doing, Neely Games? $5 for eggs? That doesn't seem like that bad, but again, I don't have any context. Hannah no longer has backwards text. Big news. I know, because I got my iPhone 16, George. My hamster turned 42 today. Really? I don't think hamsters live that long. All right, time to grab the cookies and let them cool. Ooh, I think they look good, guys. They look very hearty, but I like hearty food. Oh no, you guys, my oven mitt is so like burned, like that it doesn't really protect my fingers fully. Like it's very hot right now, so I should definitely get another oven mitt and rock a red sunglasses to go with it, says Brian. Do we have some Valentine's cooking videos coming up? I feel like the algorithm would love the early videos. Oh, that's a great suggestion. I should get on top of it. I know that Chinese New Year is next week and I want to do a recipe video for that. But yes, I think it's so smart as a creator to try to get stuff out early, like well in advance of holidays coming up, so that you know, it'll just be getting like sent around or favored by the algorithm before, like in the lead up to the holiday. So Valentine's Day recipe would be fun. I don't know what I'd make. I gotta think about it. $5 for 18 eggs. Okay. Tomboys got me like a wooga, for real, for real. Organic eggs, $7, regular $5 a dozen, and I live in Mississippi. So, okay, that must be like just outrageous. $5 for 18 eggs. Get your eggs out for the lads. I love soft-boiled eggs. I did too when I was growing up. I ate tons of eggs. If an alien gave you superpowers, what would you ask for? Oh man, there's so many things I would want. Oh my god. Superpowers? That's so hard. I'm torn between being able to get a full night of sleep in only 30 minutes. So I would be awake for pretty much my whole life. I would only have to sleep overnight for 30 minutes. Either that, being able to fly, being able to teleport, being able to be invisible whenever I wanted to be, or there was a really cool one I heard once, like being able to like touch, like put your hand on a book and you instantly know every detail of the contents of that book. Basically like an AI robot, like taking up all the info from a book. I would say I think teleporting would be really cool. I wouldn't want to see the future. I think that would honestly be a curse. I wouldn't want to read people's minds. That would also be that'd be like pretty sad, honestly. I think you'd hear some pretty terrible things. So yeah, I would say teleporting would be my superpower I wish I could have. Like if I could snap my hands right now and be in like Tokyo in a second without any travel cost, without any effort, I could just snap my hands and teleport there immediately. Or anywhere I wanted to be on planet Earth. That is the superpower I would love to have. All right. Rich is saying, nice try, Rico. Hamsters live to like 2 to 3 years. Get out of here, YK. Yeah, don't worry. YK is gone forever. Bye. Love booting you people out. Evelyn is saying 11:06 p.m. We're in the same time zone then, I think. Reputation, of course, I remember you. Good to see you again. Hi, Lazaro. I never seen a teenage hamster. Don't forget to look up the recipe for corn pudding. I'll write that down, but it's kind of freaking me out, not gonna lie. Corn pudding. Doesn't sound that appetizing. Speaking of which, I am gonna dish up a little bit of this corn polenta that I made. Ooh, it's actually cool. I made it so long ago, like 3 hours ago, that I can touch the bottom and just like set it down, no problem. Before I dig into it though, let me actually try to make some room here. The cookies are almost ready. They're just cooling off Ace. I'll probably eat some in like 5 minutes from now. If a genie gave you the chance to pick 2 powers, I love these questions. Awesome Kid 54, what would you choose? I would pick invisible and time stop. I would pick teleporting anywhere I wanted to in a second. In 1 second, I could snap my hands and be anywhere on planet Earth. And the second one would be maybe invisibility. The teleportation and invisibility. Yes, Reputation, I remember you. Lazaro is Brazilian, I think, is what you're saying. If you like cornbread, you'll love corn pudding. We'll see. No cookie for you. And you never will. Hi, Coffee. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you again. Hamsters need to figure it out, bro. I live alone for years. This is Paul. If you were able to fly or teleport, banana scientists and government would declare you greatest anomaly in known existence. I know. I think you would have to be pretty, like, low-key about your superpowers, because I do think that, like, government, like, security agencies would be all over you, like, trying to, like, lock you down for interrogation, experiments. Like, they would keep you, like, highly classified. Kind of like the X-Men. Like, you know, the X-Men don't want their secrets to get out into, like, the greater public. So you'd have to keep your superpowers, like, on the DL and not advertise that, because like why would you want to advertise like such a huge advantage? Because it just makes you a target. Hi, Coffee. Reputation says OMG, yay. Joe Martin is here. How are you, Joe Martin? Remind me, you're in Forest Lake, right? Or is it Breezy? I feel like my head is saying Forest Lake. You're in the mood for shaved Italian ice. That sounds amazing. Hi, Max Gonzalez. I like super speed and to be invisible. Is pasta vegan? It depends, Dominique. Some pasta is not vegan. So for example, there's such a thing as egg noodles or gnocchi. Like that's another one. Some pastas are made with egg in the pasta dough. And because vegans don't eat eggs, those are not vegan. Booting out the trolls. Sometimes it's really, I actually enjoy, cleaning out, like booting out the haters and the trolls, because I'm like, I never have to see you ever again. Like, this is amazing. I'm so glad that YouTube gives you that superpower as a moderator or as the content creator who owns the chat. I'm like, this is great, because I'm like, I never have to worry about this person ever coming. You'll never see them again in the chat or on your channel. So it's a great feature. Hats off to whoever YouTube web engineer made that feature. I love it. Hi, Alexander Badia Cubero in Costa Rica. Reputation, I'm done with the cookies. Hannah, have you been keeping up with EPL? I have not fully been keeping up with EPL. I totally was off the bandwagon last weekend. I have tons of games I have to catch up on, and we're already midweek heading toward this weekend. So I don't know what happened this weekend, other than the one, I think it was the Liverpool-Brentford game that I watched. I know that Liverpool won this weekend. Hi, okay, I'm not gonna read that, just because I'm sus. Evelyn, I would go with a dog. Invisible and clean out a bank. Oh, says John. Time travel, I wouldn't want to actually travel through time. I wouldn't want to go forward or backward. I would want the present time to keep going as it is. In Canada, it's $5 where I live, and back in Trinidad, it's $15 for 6, 12 for 25, and a crate is $160. That sounds very painful. A lot of creators are very happy. CapCut is back. I don't use CapCut. I don't know what that is, but I will write it down and check it out, because I'm always trying to like figure out what I don't know. CapCut from Cassidy. Doing such great things with your life. I know John Chider from 2035. I'm doing well, Claudio. Welp, I gotta get my laundry out of the dryer. Bye, MC. Go get that laundry. Hi, get her done. I appreciate it. George, I would probably... I'd probably try to reverse global warming. I mean, that's like the biggest issue on my mind. It's very stressful. There are time travelers, says Paul. Hi, Ash A. Oh my God, Ash A from, I believe if I'm remembering correctly, Birmingham, United Kingdom. It's been a long time since I've seen you. How are you, Ash? Cheesemaker is saying cherries, and I'm gonna go with it, even though these are actually Christmas jingle bell earrings with a little green bow tie. CapCut is the best. It looks like Rachie is filling me in. She's like my tech consultant, because I'm usually a step, more like 10 steps behind when it comes to tech. Hi, Catherine Moshi. I really want to stay, but I'm on a call with my friend, so I'm gonna go. Bye. Bye, Reputation. Thank you, Ash A. CapCut is a super popular video editing app. It got banned along with TikTok. Oh, okay. I'm intrigued now that you say that. I love your Halloween mug, Hannah. Do you mean my Christmas mug, or are you talking about the candy corn mug from like ages ago? Where have you been hiding? Ash A, it sounds like you don't have your notifications on, because I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, 4 days a week. I was live every single day the month of December. So I've been alive and well on YouTube, Ash. I don't know where you've been, but it's good to see you again. George says, ew, Birmingham, ew. Yeah, you always remember me rightly. I was just, you said it, I think a couple times at least, and it stuck in my head, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's where Ash is from. Rated Frog says, I use CapCut every day. Okay, I'm intrigued now. Gotta do my homework. John Titer went back in time to find a certain computer. Interesting. Hannah, you need some mini marshmallows. Some, you can actually get vegan marshmallows. I would say most are not vegan because they use gelatin, which is an animal product. Yes, you are my Geek Squad. That's exactly correct, Rachel. I just said Rachel. I was reading your username, Rach. Don't ever go to Birmingham, Hannah. Terribly terrible territory. Let's let Ash defend himself. What do you have to say about Birmingham, Ash? Because George does not seem to like it there. Good night, Jalen. Thank you so much, and great to see you as well. I need to eat some of this corn polenta because I am starving, you guys. Ooh. All right. This is just some basic. Usually I like to top off corn polenta with some roasted veggies, but this is just some plain. Like, it doesn't have the best texture, I'll say that. Like, it can be kind of flubbery, for lack of a better word. I really like it, though. But it is pretty, like, gelatinous. But I think it's tasty. Probably need to, like, mash it up, though, a bit, too. I love Hannah's mod squad. Yeah, I have a great mod squad. I've got 5 fabulous moderators, and they make it so much easier to get to the good comments because, you know, the spamming and the hate comments and all that stuff, they just clutter up the chat, and I don't read them, but of course, visually, those kinds of comments make it harder for me to comb through and get to the good ones. Excuse me, I'm having a cigar, says Paul. We've got some French in here. Hi, Erin. I can't read all of that. I hate marshmallows. Interesting. I don't feel like many people have that stance on marshmallows. That is French, actually, not Dutch. Coffee Loki begging for a mod. You need to burn the marshmallows and eat it with some syrup on it. John says, I'm Italian, I hate polenta. Really? What about it do you not like? Is it just the texture? It's pretty, like, simple, but I was kind of getting tired of what I'd been eating lately, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make some polenta because that sounds incredible. Ooh, good question. Rated Frog. I would say the best vegan BBQ had is pulled pork using jackfruit as the substitute for the pork meat. Same look, same texture. Also, I've had, like on Memorial Day, a few times, I've had barbecues where, as a vegan, I had vegan sloppy joes, and you use either Beyond Meat crumbles or you use lentils instead of the hamburger crumbles in the sloppy joe filling for the sandwich, and those have been good. So I would say either pulled pork that are plant-based using jackfruit or vegan sloppy joes. What time is it in your country? Oli No Face, or Ollie No Face. I am in the United States, and it's currently 11:21 in the evening. Bye, Evelyn Taylor. Great to have you here. Polenta looks like grits. Yes. I really like the coarse texture of this. It's just so satisfying. I love tofu burgers, Erin. Yes. I know people do corn at a barbecue. Yep. I'm not a huge fan of corn on the cob, but I will have like roasted corn. If someone takes the corn on the cob and just like sets it on a grill and roasts it, that's really tasty. You ever make a potato pie, put mashed potatoes in a dough and bake it or fry it? I don't think I've ever done a potato pie before. I've made cottage pie before, but that has like a mushroom, onion, and lentil filling, not potato inside of it. Sam, I haven't prepared that dish. I have had fried plantains, and I'm vegan, so I don't eat fish. Hi, Ant Man's Cricket. Paul says, I'm a student of life. I try to be one as well. George says, Hannah, what's your opinion on France and why are the French so French? Thank you for standing with the English in solidarity on this matter. It's so funny. I love the French. I've been to France twice. Once to Paris and once to like the southeastern edge of it, close to Germany. I don't know where it comes from. I think of French people as being they're like so effortlessly cute and chic and very much into like the beauty of life. I think they appreciate like savoring your food, even just savoring your cigarettes or savoring your lunch break, and like the beauty of life. I don't know where it comes from though. I don't know enough about French history, French culture. I've never like lived there. Like I feel like I have a good understanding of German culture and just like the orderliness and the cleanliness and the steadfastness and the discipline that they have. I'm just like, okay, I get this. I get it. I get the vibe here. But yeah, France, I don't, because they're so different than, like, I would say they're very different than Germans. I feel like Germans are not what I would say, like, so, like, you know, live and enjoy, and we don't need to be so structured and just smell the roses. It fascinates me, though, because I love that I love it as a culture. I really think they savor life as much as they can, or that's like a priority in their culture. Country says Kirby says wee. I've never done DoorDash, D-Mena. I would think about it, but not right now. Just too busy. Hi, Wormy Tharp. I am a night owl, NC, through and through. Yeah, this is Polenta / grits. You got it. Pax, this is polenta. Those are eggs. Or I don't think those are eggs. These are not eggs, these are corn. This is polenta, guys. That's what it looks like. It's just like cornmeal. And then you can add a bunch of veggies or vegan butter on top, drizzle some oil on it. I just decided to eat these plain, and honestly, these are hitting the spot. I could eat this whole saucepan right now. I was feeling like something light and carby and savory like this. Hi, Michael Clark Star. Zabakheit Gottlichkeit, says Aaron. What's your opinion on the English then, Hannah? This has really damaged our parasocial friendship. Well, I'm just speaking honestly. I value honesty and directness in a friendship, George. I would say the English are very, like proper, dignified, very married to tradition. And I'm painting with a broad brush here. This isn't every person from the UK, but generally as a culture, I think it's just like tradition. So you know, there's like you've got your monarchy, even though it's more of like a figurehead these days. It's just like I think of English as like you guys have your traditions. There is the proper way to do things. You've got your high tea. You've got your football on the weekend. You've got your pubs. It's not like rigid per se, but it's just like there is like very much like tradition in England. Peanut butter with some bananas and strawberries and milk. Best smoothie ever. I'd probably make it, but without the strawberries. Why be vegan? I think health-wise, I really like sticking to plant food for like fiber, nutrition, sustainability too. Just sticking to plants is, I think, good for the planet. Sam, I have been to Morocco. That is the only African country I've been to. Collectibles, this is corn polenta or grits. You're not 80 years old yet? No, I'm 50 years out from being 80. Hannah, if you ever dated someone who wasn't vegan, would you still make food for them that's not vegan? Just wondering. I'm trying to think if... I think I do this. Yeah. Well, and I don't talk about like my personal life, like romantic life now, but I'm happy to like talk historically. Just every person, like every guy I've dated has been an omnivore, like has no diet. So I don't care personally. I think I would be willing, and I am willing to cook like meat, eggs. I have done, yeah. I think I'm better at cooking eggs because I have more practice with that. Even like when I wasn't vegan. I don't think I've ever cooked a meat dish though for a significant other because I would worry about like cooking something properly and potentially making someone sick because I never do it and I would be too nervous. I just would be like, I don't want to risk this. I like the UK breakfast. It's a little strange to me, UK breakfast. We got the Bants too, Hannah. Don't forget that. What's the Bants? Night, little ones. Good night, John Frassa. Bet your blood pressure is perfect. They always tell me that it's like very like good. Whenever I get my blood pressure done at like, they do it at my dentist and then they also do it at my checkups and they're like, looks great. Wow. It's so like low and like relaxed. And I'm like, yes, I'm not a stressed person. And I think I also have like good health and good genes and I try to stay healthy too. Doesn't the body need fats and proteins that you can't get out of plants? No, I'm covered, Wormy. I make a point of getting like all the fats and all the macronutrients that I need from a vegan diet. Yeah, no, I don't like beans for breakfast. Not for me. At least the way the UK people do it. I like tofu scramble for breakfast. Technically that is beans because tofu is made from soybeans, but just like the beans on toast, like, ugh, not a fan of it. I have watched UFC, Brian, but I don't think just watching someone choke someone means that I will know how to choke someone. My breakfast the last few mornings has been 2 bananas and a Diet Pepsi, not the best combo. Cassidy, I do try to stick to 3 meals a day. Yep. Usually pretty light breakfast and light lunch and then a ton for dinner because I need to catch up on calories by the end of the day. Rated Frog says, okay, thanks. I eat only slow cooked meat, says Paul. Oh, banter humor. Yes. Oh my God, you guys. It's so funny. I remember when I went to the UK with a good college friend of mine in 2017. And we were in London just traveling around And then we went up to Oxford to visit a friend of ours who was studying there. And my friend said once to me, just when we were out and about in London, she's like, yeah, everyone here is like polite, but like, I can't tell if they actually like us or they like low-key hate us. I feel like British people are, they'll be like polite enough to your face, but I feel like they can be like very snarky and bantery, which I think is hilarious. I appreciate that. So yes, the banter. I eat like shite, but my blood pressure is perfect apparently, says George. Just my 2 cents, just use a meat thermometer to ensure it's cooked. It's just like the handling of it though. Like, no. I'll leave that to him. Meat must drive blood pressure up. I had deer over soybean fields. This is for me, Tharp. If I see beans on my toast, I would explode. Yeah, it's just like, not for me. The English turn everything into pudding. Yeah, not my favorite cuisine, I'll just be honest. I like fried tomatoes and bread, says Brian. Tell us about green vegetables intake. Oh boy. I mean, my favorite green vegetables to eat are spinach, arugula, zucchini, broccoli, kale, collard greens, Brussels sprouts, bean pods, and leeks. I'm gonna go with those. Bones Jones, best ever Kirby. Fried okra. Okra, the texture is a little not for me. It's a little slimy for my taste, so I don't think I would really like fried okra. I've never had it before. Ash A, we've had like some very dangerously cold weather here. So I have not been doing running lately. I've been sticking indoors and doing yoga or going for like brief walks outside, but the level of layering that you have to do in order to run safely and not get frostbitten, especially when you're out on a run and it's going to take you 2 hours to complete the run, it's just a beast to get it all done. Let's see. Yeah, people take us too seriously when we use humor to gauge someone's English ability. That's funny. No, I said beans, Rod. I said bean pods. John Jones, Mighty Mouse, and GSP. She looks fine, Pog. Yeah, Pog is being rude. Bruh. Any soups or chowders that are your favorite to prepare or meal prep? Yes. Actually, Michael, on the last, actually it would have been, I think 2 live streams ago, I made a lentil soup and it's in my fridge. I used to hate the idea of beans on toast until I tried it in Scotland. May not be for everyone, but I enjoy it, especially during cold weather. I can see it as a cold weather food, like a nice comfy thing in the morning when it's cold outside. Yes. I will respawn in England as an English person. I really do I would say I prefer English culture to French culture. Is goated. I need to have some for breakfast. All right, I'm gonna finish this polenta and then try some of the cookies. All right. They look very solid, like dense cookies, but this is what they turned out like. I'm most intrigued to see how hopefully this pumpkin spice comes through. Like the flavor is good and not too strong, but also I can still taste it in there. What type of beans? Are they the bubble gut bush baked beans? Ooh, these are good. Oh my gosh, wow. I do get the pumpkin spice. I can't tell if I should have added more, but yum. That's what, oops, that's what the inside looks like. I'm losing crumbs left and right. But these are good. I would definitely make them again. Oh my god, yeah, now I'm getting the English spice, the pumpkin spice. Yum. I'm so happy with those. This is like such a good dinner, a very unorthodox dinner. Polenta grits and then some peanut butter oatmeal cookies. But I just needed a switch up today. I was so tired of eating the stuff I had prepared already and had been eating for days. Northern Italian. I'm not Northern Italian, if you're wondering, Ace. Baked beans and noodles. I don't know how beans for breakfast doesn't mess up your stomach. Probably with the toast helps to cut the like harshness of it. Every time we get a snowstorm, sometimes we lose everything like cable or cell phone signal. Yeah. It is disruptive for sure. Frank. Making a mess. Yeah, these are gonna be my unofficial cherry earrings, because these are actually Christmas jingle bells with a green bow tie on the top. You're French. No, I said I would reincarnate as a English person. I don't think you saw my comment. Tell me how to make a crepe or thin pancake dish. I've never had one. The cookie looks epic also. You're French. Yeah, no, I would not reincarnate as a French person. I would be English all the way. No. Kirby, I would say the baking soda that I put into the cookies really helped to lift them up a bit and make them fluffy. I don't know if you could really call these fluffy, but they definitely rose compared to what they looked like before. I was talking to you too, says Frank. Oh, I see what you're saying, Ace. Interesting. Southern Italians don't like polenta. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna eat more of this once I hop off this live stream. It's like addicting. Hi, Claudio. Almond milk with Cheerios. No bananas. I'm not a huge fan of bananas. I don't eat them I really don't eat bananas by themselves. They kind of gross me out. After traveling and being gone for a while, I'm always ready to come back home. Cassidy, I'm becoming more and more and more like this as I get older. I've realized it's fun to travel, but I feel like I can't really sleep on poor quality mattresses or even like staying in a hotel. I find it takes me a day or two to really adjust to a new bed, like a new mattress in whatever hotel. So there's really the like comfort of just coming home and being in your own home again and just getting to like relax after traveling. Thank you, Air Jordan. It's cornmeal. Yuck, says Ace. I do eat pizza. I eat vegan pizza, Timothy. Crepes are overrated. Michael had a girl make me some and they just taste like mild pancakes. Yeah, I've had crepes before and I was like, okay, they're fine, but I think they get a lot of hype just because of, I don't know, French stuff. Hi, Sharif Abdul Kawi. Oh, cool. You kind of favor Ariel from Hell's Kitchen. I don't think I know who that is, Rod. Out of every ingredient in the world, if you had to, that's tough. because I'm sure there's a lot of nasty ones out there. Probably suet. I've seen them use suet on the Great British Baking Show. And for those of you who don't know what suet is, I get why it exists, because like back in like the poverty times, like ye old medieval, like everyone is a peasant times, they really tried to use every last part of the animals that they would kill for food. But suet is it's the fat that is taken from like the loin and like organ areas of I don't know if it's a sheep, but it's some kind of animal. And I'm like, they're just like these pellets of fat that are taken from the insides of like a dead, animal that was killed for food. And even on the Bake Off, on Great British Baking Show, when they've had to use suet, they're like, who even uses this anymore? It's like we live in an age of vegan plant butters and coconut oil, which is a solid fat at room temperature. I just think suet is just kind of gross, like when I've seen it, but I mean, there's probably way worse ingredients I could get rid of. George. Eating a healthy vegan diet promotes a balance in health, appearance, strength, hair, face. No darkness under eyes, and no battles from weight. So far, I mean, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a clinician, I'm not like giving out advice here. I'm just saying what I feel like, having been vegan for 13 years now. I don't like shopping, and I have the clothes that I've had forever. Like I wear clothes that I had in college, which was about a decade now. So it's like, I feel like my weight has remained stable. I can eat till I'm full, and I don't have to worry about feeling gross or, I don't know. It's a diet that really works for me, that I love, but I don't give out diet advice. I just like to share the food I enjoy making. Michael. I don't think I read your Cheerios comment, Wormy. It's lard, isn't it? Yes, I think that's another word for it, yeah. I'd get rid of avocados because then millennials could afford houses. I think you could kill off all the avocados in the world and millennials still could not afford houses, because it is just a joke. I remember my sister and I were talking with our dad one night, maybe a month or two ago, and he was telling us, so my parents are both boomers, and my dad was telling me how much they bought their home for in it was either the 80s or the 90s. And I'm just like, oh my, I could buy that house right now if I wanted to. But now, and so it's like they bought their house for, God, what would it be? I think he said something like in the 70 or 80,000. I don't know, whatever it cost. And now it's worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And he's like, yeah, I understand that like it's gone up. But I'm like, yeah, but you guys could purchase this for, it's just like when you look at the wages and then the price of housing, it's just these, like, it's not the same as it was for boomers back in the day buying their houses. It's rough. We get that off of deer and render it down for candles. Ooh, that's cool. What do you think of Russian culture, and do you speak any Russian? I do speak Russian. I've taken a semester of Russian. I freaking love Russian culture and everything to do with Russia practically. I love ballet. I love Russian composers. I love Prokofiev. I love Tchaikovsky. I played some Russian composers when I was a piano player and a violinist. They make beautiful music. Their art is phenomenal. Their literature is to die for. Like, Leo Tolstoy is the GOAT. I love their history. I love their buildings. I love their peasant culture. Yeah, my favorite museum actually in the whole wide world is the Museum the Museum of Russian Art right here in Minneapolis. I could go on and on and on about how much I love all things to do with Russia. I think if I could go back and if my middle school, which is when we had to start learning a foreign language, if they had offered Russian as a fourth language, so they offered Spanish, French, and German. I went with German because the other two just kind of sounded like dumb. But if Russian had been offered, I would have taken Russian, probably, more than German. Conscious lifestyle, 3 days, special military culture. It's so sad how out of reach it is for most. 100%. Yes, it's brutal out here in the housing market. You like Aria Grand Perfume Spray. I don't know what that is. Javid. I'm glad I started my career right out of high school. Hell yeah. Good for you, Rod. If you know what, I would say this like to young people because the price of college has just gone up and up and up so much. Like if you know what your career is going to be and you don't need to pay all that money for a 4-year college experience and you could go to trade school or you can just start your career right out of high school, I would say get a leg up on the competition and skip 4 years of school or 2 years of school if you can go to like a 2-year trade school and be out and in the workforce ASAP. Like that gives you such an edge. Like seriously. That's awesome. I just got a house myself. It's absurd. Parent of my friend bought her house at $30K 20 years ago and got it valued recently. Yeah, seriously, George, that sounds like similar to my parents. Like I can't remember the exact amount, but I want to say when my dad was explaining to me when my mom and he bought our family, like my parents' house where I grew up, I think it was somewhere in the 70,000 US dollar range. Like let's just say $70,000 it was either the late 80s or like circa 1990, let's say. And now I would say it's right about, right around 400,000 or somewhere in the $400,000 to $500,000 value range. And I'm just like, oh my God, you guys, like you guys could afford to buy it at $70,000 back in the 90s. What average millennial or Gen Z is gonna have like the money to even put a down payment on a $400,000 or like $500,000 house? Come on, like it's so sad. We got some Russian in here. Same, I love Russian culture and history. I know, it's amazing. It's so epic and fierce and beautiful, all of it. Rasputin, maybe not the best example of Russian history. However, oh no, I think he's an amazing example of Russian history. Dude, that man went from the frickin' boonies of like Siberia, peasant life, all the way to the frickin' royal Romanov family, okay? That man is a legend. Like, crazy, crazy life, and such a legend. Bruh, have you not seen my comment on Cheerios? I sent it like 5 times. It probably has a word or phrase that is banned based on my settings. So it's probably just the settings that are banning you or me. Chief of DC, I would go with chips. High Skywalk 78, none. I know, John. I think of that song too. It's such a good. Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. Yeah, George. Oh yeah, if we stop buying avocados and getting our almond milk lattes, we could sure save up for the $300,000. Oh my God, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Hi, Black Suit Gamer 19. Fast food eateries put MSG in whenever it's ingested, makes me swell. Yeah, I think that's a thing too. I mean, it's something I don't really worry too much about because I rarely eat out. I'm very like, I like to be in my kitchen. I make content about food, so it serves me best to be at home, make my own food, and of course, I'm not going to be throwing MSG in my own homemade food when I can just use like regular store-bought salt and just put in the amount that I would like. But yeah, MSG I think is pretty prevalent in takeout food. Also, I'm gonna check the time because It's almost midnight, guys. Oh no, and I have to work tomorrow too. All right, yeah, shadow ban for sure. If you've said it like 5 times, then whatever you were typing definitely contained like a word or multiple words that I've banned intentionally in my settings, because I block any word that someone uses as an insult or a hate comment or just an inappropriate, creepy comment. So it's not you, but it's just whatever you were typing had something in there. Definitely attended a technical high school, college was not it for me, says Rod. Have you lived in Ethiopia, experienced life there? Because Ethiopia is food heaven for both vegans and meat eaters. I know that it's vegan heaven for sure, but I've never lived in Ethiopia. I've never been there. Abetu Yakir Belen. My parents bought their house in 1969. Oh no. Can you guys imagine a $12,000 house? That is crazy. Whew. Cooking with Hannah. Hi, Turbo Tiger Cod. Only went to school for 8 years. I'm doing well. I can't read your name though. Oh, Iraq. I was only talking about chemicals in Cheerios. Must have contained something then. By the way, sea salt has a lot of chemicals in it from our polluted oceans. Himalayan salt is better. I don't fully buy that, so I just stick. I don't need to eat Himalayan salt. This has been an iconic experience. Learned a great deal. This would make an extremely interesting podcast. I'll be returning in the future. I would love to have a podcast, Michael. I think it would be so fun because I do really just enjoy talking to people. All right, so Michael, looks like you're heading out. Cheers to you as well. What did the fruit say to the vegetable that told him to take the bus? Avocado. Is that supposed to be avocado? Did you see controversy running Elon Musk salute? I don't know. The guy is super wacky, so I'm not too concerned about it. He's very like eccentric. All right. We've got Ali in here. Do you have any dream collaborations? Too many to count. Probably top of my list is Gordon Ramsay because I love him so much. Cheerios have glyphosate in them. It's very bad. I seriously doubt that, Wormy. Would me and Kirby be a guest on your podcast? Absolutely, George. What do you think about cooking with lard? I don't eat lard because it's an animal product and I'm vegan, and vegans don't eat animal products. Hannah, have you seen the movie Suspiria? Ooh, I've heard of Suspiria, but it's been a while, but it's really dusting off some cobwebs in my brain. Suspiria, I love the name. Ballet. And I love ballet. That was my favorite kind of dance that I did. And Freckles says conscious reels. Oh, thank you. I missed your first comment. I love your curls. Thank you so much. Speaking of Gordon Ramsay, he just kicked the Red Kitchen out. Oh my god, my favorite. Favorite Tolstoy story is Anna Karenina. I love Anna Karenina. So what is a replacement for seed oils for vegans? Just use any other oils. Like, it's not that hard. Like, this is my go-to extra virgin olive oil, organic from Target. I basically use that and coconut oil. All right. I should get going, guys. As much as I would love to stay on here, I have so much fun, but I've been on here now for, who even knows, probably 4 hours. It's 5 minutes to midnight for me. I am going to get going. What is the name on that olive oil? It's Target brand. It's their store brand, Good and Gather signature, and I get their organic extra virgin olive oil, mild and classic. Evo, avocado, and coconut oil. Yes, those are my 3 favorite oils, guys. All right, as much as I'm loath to do this, I do have to get going because it's midnight on a work night and I gotta get up and work. Oh yeah, we're at basically 130 likes. Thank you so much, guys. Rah rah Rasputin, yes, gotta love him. He's so iconic. Good night, just saw you, but I feel the love. This is Kevin. Oh, thank you so much, Kevin. I'll be going live on Friday. I always do this at the end of my lives, so anybody wondering, I'm going live again this Friday, which is January 24th at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. See you there. If only I could still keep talking to you guys. But yes, I am gonna head out, go to sleep, and I look forward to chatting with you guys on Friday this week. So in a couple of days. Bye, George. I'm seeing your comment last. Take care, everybody. Bye.